Good evening, Inkspilled Glimmers, and welcome to the Set 9 release week. Drew, welcome to the studio as usual.
Hello, hello.
And we have S4iler and DeVoTeD with us tonight. Hello, guys.
Our own Quebec royalty.
Yeah.
Hello.
Thank you.
Patrick, congratulations on joining WCC World Class Cards.
Yeah, thanks. It's gonna be nice for the season 2 of Lorcana. Getting
Yeah.
ready for it.
Absolutely.
So when's your first official tournament for the team?
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee?
Okay.
Yeah, can't wait for
Just
Milwaukee.
like us.
Like a lot of people actually
Yeah.
that managed to get tickets because it was not easy. Let's not go back on this.
And what about you, S4iler? Are you going to Bologna or just stateside?
I'm going to the Charlie's Collectibles show on September 6 and 7 in Atlanta.
It's like next week.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And in Bologna, first weekend of October for the first DLC, and then Milwaukee at the end of October. So those are the three lineup for this year. Probably not going to other ones, but you never know.
Pretty good start. Pretty good start.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Set 9 is at our doors, I think we can say right now. It's basically here. Stores have started opening everything.
A few hours away, let's say.
Yeah. You guys have been practicing, I assume, for a few weeks already.
Few days.
Few days? All right.
Yeah, I've done that the whole summer actually. I started brewing before we had any reveals. I was just making what is more likely to be reprinted, and then trying to build decks with that in mind. And one of the first one that I told myself, I think this one's is gonna get reprinted was Strength of a Raging Fire. So I had some brews that I've been playing with that just didn't change much since the end of the reveal season, because it's pretty much Strength is like the best card in the format, and Doc was already not rotating out, so those two cards are absolutely fantastic and will be more than meta defining, just like all stars of the format. And so you could always already build those decks in mind for as long as we had any removal, and I just happened to guess the right one, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's still better than some of the other steel removal we have left. Let's put it that way.
Oh, it's
By far the
incredibly strong. Incredible. Yeah. It's much stronger than most of the thing that we have.
Smash and Fire the Cannon being the other two, basically. It's
what do you mean? There's Tug of War. Oh, Pat, we made the same joke.
Tug of War, right? Sorry, I forgot Tug of War.
Dumbo doesn't like it, but that's
I was about to say we're about to step into a very evasive heavy meta. It might be relevant, but I'm not hyped about the card.
No, it's a
Need it to
5-drop, and it's pretty easy to see it coming, and it's very not good if you're not playing against evasive, and the best evasive I have like a 4 willpower attached to it, so it's not even taking that out. I don't like the prospect of it.
Yeah, no, let's not hold our hopes too high. I'm not gonna spec and like go hoard the Tug of Wars. Yeah, no. Any cards you guys were expecting to see reprinted that didn't pan out, apart from Be Prepared, which I think
I was gonna say Be Prepared. You read my mind. Yeah, no, I don't think so.
I would have loved Maui Hero to All, or I'm not gonna be loved for that, but a big Sisu or something, like a reason to play Ruby, but because at the moment I don't have many reasons.
Yeah.
I would have liked a good Rush inkable character. Maybe not like Hero of All reprint, but just another one that's similar, because all the Rush characters are uninkable and they're not all good. So yeah. This is lacking. For
yeah, no, I was trying to find something similar to that, and when you have to go to 7 to get the
Flying Goof?
It's a
Goof,
6.
Flying Goof? That's 6. No.
6, 5/5 evasive Rush.
Yeah, that's 6.
Yeah, that's 6.
That's a good one.
That's 6 uninkable,
Yeah,
but
it's the
there's a
best
7 inkable one.
Oh, he's evasive too, but I don't
Oh, he
think
doesn't have Rush.
That's
right,
like Mulan,
right.
and he does like Mulan from set 1 type of effect.
Something like that.
Every
He's not
time you
Rush.
challenge,
But
your
he's not
other
Rush,
character
okay, yeah.
gets +1 lore or something like that.
Yeah.
Yes, that one.
Yeah. Can't have
not
nice
Rush.
things.
No, exactly. It's a little bit sad for Ruby right now. But anyways, new cards are around the corner. 33 new cards. Anything in there before we start looking at them one by one that actually got you guys hyped? That got you guys like willing to open boxes, or is it just going to be singles all the way?
I think Epic and Enchanted are reasons to open bugs. They look pretty good and they are all playable. As for
Yeah.
the cards, it's gonna depend on the single price, I guess, to open bucks or buy them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if the
gonna give
Dumbos
$3.
stay the price that they are, it might be worth cracking boxes just to try to get them.
Yeah, it's the lottery for sure, but at least you have a shot at gaining those, as Pat said, like the very nice enchanted and epic.
Dopamine.
They really stepped up in terms of their playability, and they also look astonishing with the goiled foiling on their names and stuff. It's very, very great looking. Lorcana is still, and even better than ever, the best looking card game that ever existed. So their art direction is absolutely incredible, and I'm
For sure.
always in love at seeing new cards. And it's almost sad to see only 33 new cards, new artworks. But it's okay, you know. Like 4 sets a year is actually a lot, right? In terms of like demanding on people resources, right, to keep investing into the game. So I see people a bit disappointed about the fact that we barely have anything new here, but you can also see it as a way to save a little bit of money. This, like, every year, basically, if we have a set similar to this, you could say, okay, I'm gonna skip this one, and then people who wants to collect will open those, right? Because well, I think they need to make these sets, right, the reprint sets, have appeal, right? And I think they succeeded at this one, and I think they will need to do the same every time they do those type of sets.
I'm a little sad that the new Lilo is playable, because like there's one slot here where it's all the Lilo and Stitch Enchanteds. The Surfer is coming, and now with the new Lilo, like I kind of have to get it,
And it's gonna be one of
and
those.
it's playable.
Oh,
it's gonna be expensive.
Not only it's playable, it's actually one of the best card in the
No,
set.
don't
It's
don't
more
tell
than
me.
playable.
I'm aware.
Like I fully expect all the enchanted to be like, I want to say a notch pricier than they are generally. Like I don't think there are a lot of like $60 and under enchanted, except like
Maybe
I mean, we
Cruella, I think.
maybe.
Maybe.
Yes,
And even
I'm
then,
not-
she has her
yeah.
following. Like,
They
Does
learned
she?
to not print enchanted location in items. There's a song, but it's a very good one, so it's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's also it's a good song
It's a
also,
legendary
right,
song.
from a very beloved movie too. So
now we're gonna see how that goes, but especially for the first few weeks with the supply issues, let's put it that way, the wave distribution in the US of the set, I expect those prices to be through the roof for the collectors who like want to get their enchanted early, want to get their legendaries for players. The US will probably drive those prices really, really high. And
It's gonna be a weird environment. Like I was talking with people at work, because like I work for an LGS,
Yeah.
you know. So like we're talking about that, like how hard is the supply issue from the US is gonna drive like the prices, because the rest of the world doesn't really have those issues.
yeah, it's
and
gonna be fun to watch Card Market versus TCG Player.
also, I think we should mention that the issue is not in terms of the number of products available, but they've spread it out across more
Yeah, it's
weeks,
waves.
right? So in total, they should get the same amount, or at least what they ordered. But they had some issue getting it, I think, early. I don't know exactly the reason for it, but
Yeah, they mentioned it was more in the distribution side of things than in the printing side of things. So it's gonna settle in like a few weeks after release. So they said like 1 or 2 weeks after everything should be in stores and back to normal. But for those 1 or 2 weeks, like you're saying, first weekend of September, you're going to a tournament in the States.
yeah.
Those cards are going to be in high demand.
Yeah. Well, not for me. No, but like in Canada, we don't have that problem.
No,
And,
exactly. We can
we-
have our supply. It's not going to be a
Yeah.
problem. The stores are having it.
Yeah.
No reason to panic and go like run to your local LGS, buy all the supplies early.
Also, I think there's plenty of decks that are very good and that don't even have much of like any new of those 33 cards, and you could totally do well in an event. Obviously, if you're aiming for like a top cut at like a 500 people event like CCS, of course you want to have the best deck and not care about availability. But in terms of like maybe local, win a box, win a case, or something like that, I think you could totally build a deck that.
Oh yeah,
don't
there's
need
ways
4
to do well
Dumbos.
without new cards for sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of new cards,
Yeah, speaking of new cards, let's jump right in with card number 1. The Queen Conceited Ruler. So she's the not the buy a box. She's the pre-release promo, I
Yeah.
think,
yeah, exactly.
for the set.
If you go play a sealed in the opening weekend at your LGS, they're gonna give you one of those.
And it's a 2/4 support for 3 inkable. Start of your turn, choose and discard a princess or queen to return a character from your discard.
At least it's a Yume.
Yeah, it's a Yume.
Yeah, for sure.
Like-
I think it's okay. If you want to retrieve something like Doc, that is very powerful. Some of those,
Yeah, if you
very
build a
powerful
deck that's
cards.
really centric, like Queen Sensor Core and all that, maybe, but
You can do some sweet stuff, but I think it's a bit low powered.
It
You
is.
might want to play this with like World Greatest Criminal because of support, but otherwise I feel like she's not good enough. And maybe in Infinity you have some cool stuff, like you can have more character that has good enter the battlefield effect, like the red ladies, so maybe you can bring them back. But yeah, in this
Are they
rotation,
queen?
not sure.
Is Medusa a queen?
no, you discard a prince or queen.
You're
a
right.
princess
Sorry.
or
Okay,
queen, but you
that's
can
what you
return
meant.
anything.
Yeah.
yeah.
I got
Yeah.
confused.
So you can return those good character that
Yes.
has good effect, even so. Yeah,
Yeah, Rapunzel.
yeah.
Pretty good card to get back, as we already
So
know. In
she has more
general,
potential
I
in
think
Infinity.
in these synergistic card, they haven't been working in Lorcana. I think they haven't pushed them quite enough.
Ally is starting to work.
Yeah,
We're gonna
it's
see why
starting
in a
to
few
work.
minutes.
It's
Yeah.
only starting to work. And I think one card that they've pushed for Princess and Queen is not this one.
yeah.
yeah.
And
Is it
not
this?
this
Thing
one
of
either.
thieves.
I thought you were gonna transition into Aurora, but
I wish, but they're in numerical order, so
yes, you're good. You're good.
we're gonna get to her in a minute. But no, Beast, Gracious Prince, again, support for princesses. I love the art. It's the best Beast art I think we've had in terms of
What?
pure Beauty
Enchanted.
and the Beast.
Ah,
Not Sad Beast. Sad Beast goes first, right?
Sad Beast is number 1 for me.
Yeah.
It's number 1 for you. I'm a classic Beauty and the Beast. Like, this is my scene in Beauty and the Beast.
Right. Okay.
And I was sad that we didn't yet have like him in his blue coat and
Yeah.
really like shining.
classic.
So I'm happy for the art. It's really well done. Good job to Grace Tran on there. Grace Tran on that, yeah. But not the best card. I'm not going to be overwhelmingly playing that. Hey, look, it's a
It's-
princess.
Yeah. So this is the iconic Minnie Mouse.
Yes.
She has like very nice synergy with Mickey Mouse, very thematic. She's supposed to that's supposed to also work towards her second ability, Bye Bye Now. But her ability is totally shadowed by the fact that it has a word that puts it really under it's gonna underperform, is that it's the exerted
Exerted?
clause.
Yeah. If she didn't have exerted, it would have been quite a different card.
Yeah, it could have done like the Musketeer mini was doing
Yep.
in set 4.
Or if it's on play, right? If it's on play, right? People, I mean, didn't see coming. I don't know. You play it, you target their 5 power character, but because it's on quest and it has to be exerted, that means that everybody sees it's coming. Like it's not a surprise to anyone.
Yeah, the counterplay is there, so.
The
Yeah, I'm
the
sad they didn't reprint the
good
the
old,
5-drop
Ember Amethyst mini into Elsa play that everyone is going to be doing.
And what has 5 power or more in the meta, right? So you really need to be
No, you're gonna be
using some
starting.
sort of support, right?
Yeah, no, you need to support something, exert it, then remove it.
Hear me out. Mickey through True Friend on 3, this mini, and then the
Elsa?
The Elsa.
Yeah. Great play. Let's move on. That's the one you were talking about. One of the best cards in Ember is an uncommon, which is great. Or at least most talked about cards.
Yeah. Well, no. This is actually very, very good. Like whether we have the payoffs for it doesn't matter, right? Like it's an extremely powerful card that at any point where they print a great princess or queen that costs 3, it could be very good. We already have some, and one of them being Tiana. I think what would put this over the top would be a 3-cost bodyguard princess or queen. But I just don't see this happening. Like, are queens and princesses bodyguards sometimes? I don't think so, right?
Maybe a shift one. You know, we had the Cinderella Stout-Hearted.
Yeah.
She wasn't a bodyguard, but she was definitely more of a fighter.
Yeah.
Kida was a bodyguard.
Yeah, we had a Kita bodyguard in Steel.
And she was a princess?
Yeah, 2-3-4-2 princess bodyguard.
I checked if
was
we have
a
one right
Simba.
now. I didn't check if there was one in Infinity. So,
There's one in
We have a
Infinity.
deck for Infinity. Let's put Kida for 1 and another 1 drop and start testing.
but
Then you can shift the big Kita on the Kita bodyguard, and
Go nuts.
But if your opponent doesn't play a 1-drop though, this can snowballs very quickly because you can get another Aurora and and 2 Daisy. You can have 4 characters by turn 2. And then
that
with
can
your
snowball
2
pretty fast.
Auroras, you're like, I don't need to ink anymore. I have these Llanowar elves, princesses, and just go wide, right? But you need a way to refill, so you're really relying on maybe Doc or something. But like the whole princess team is like Sapphire and Ember, and there's not any draws in those 2 colors, so you're like, I'm emptying my hand. And now if they deal with me, I'm done and over with this game, right?
I mean, Robin Hood at one point passes himself as a princess in the movie. Maybe we can have like a sneaky 6-drop Robin.
A costume. We could have costumes in this game, and we put it on 2 characters. That'd be fun.
That'd be like items that you can tap to give a type to your guys.
Or
Just
like
giving
the
ally trait to Nemari.
Oh yeah, something like that. But the feather is actually that we're gonna see later in Amethyst is just as close of an
Equipment.
equipment as it can be, right?
Yes.
As closing thoughts on this one, I think
We're going to talk
of
about it in a bit, but I love the design of that card.
I think
Yeah,
Patrick had
beautiful
something
one.
to say.
Yeah, I think the strength of this card is that beforehand we only had uninkables ways to get discount in Amber.
Pluto.
You had like the Doggo Pluto, and you had the Yui and the item. So like having one that's inkable, it's a big
Well,
difference.
set 2 Doc was inkable.
We had
It's
Doc,
just that
that
you
was
can't
Yeah, but
get
it's
a million.
way slower, right?
Yeah.
This is a turn 1, so
Yeah.
I think that's pretty interesting, and maybe it could have some plays in Infinity where you can go turn 1 this, turn 2 Mother Gothel, and then you can play Rapunzel on 3 before it gets removed. So
Or
Secure.
you know,
That's where you play Popsicle and Eel the Gothel.
you can do that too, but then you
or
don't
you know,
play
turn 2
Bale.
Ariel into turn 3 Whole New World.
Yeah, also, I think it's in Infinity. This card is even stronger.
For
so
now,
it's a good-
right? Just because of the
Yeah.
pool of cards doesn't allow for too much degenerate thing, but
I
I
think there's
agree
just
with you,
so
Pat,
many good
that-
princess and queens.
Yeah, like it's like in Magic where all the mana cheating, right, is always better in the older formats because you have all these ways to generate more advantage out of them.
Chaos.
And you can combine them.
Yes.
Ooh.
Our first non-character legend. Oh no, that's not true. We had the Lucky Diamond.
Yeah.
Our
First song.
our first
And
Hercules
Hercules.
song.
And Hercules, Return of Hercules.
Return.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
right,
actually
Return
Return
as well.
of Hercules.
It's not a first. Forget what I said.
my first song. It's the first of something.
It's the first song. Yeah.
And a great one, right? Very nice song. I love that.
Because it's a sing together. That's pretty cool.
Reanimate.
Yeah. Someone made me notice that the sun in the art is actually the Illuminary.
Yes,
a nice
and
Really?
all the
Yeah,
clouds
it's a great
are
legendary in the
animals.
background.
Well,
And
yes, it is.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
art is absolutely astonishing. It's very great.
The details are pretty nice.
Love it.
It's
And the card is
it's
good.
a very good card, I think, and it's like it could be basically a card that will come with like many new archetypes on its own, right? And we have a lot of this card in Lorcana already.
Yep.
So the best thing you can do right now with it, like you have many decks that can play some number of combos with it, but one that is really cool is the Ember Steel. You play Rhino, you play Mulan on you play Rhino on one. You play any of the four Singer 4, right? Troubadour or Ursula. And then you shift the Rhino on 3, plus play a Mulan, draw and discard a card, sing together 8, and play for free whatever you discarded with the Mulan. So,
Giant Mickey.
yeah.
I've seen
Depends
people
on the
being
meta.
very excited about Giant Mickey.
I'd
I
rather
mean,
play
there's a lot of
a
Into the
Stitch Surfer personally,
I know.
but because you're on 0 cards, right? After this, if they Into the Unknown, your your big Mickey, you're like, oh.
Or if the
that's
Mother
kinda
knows
sad.
It won't
best,
be-
it's
it won't
over.
Or
be
Mother knows
exerted
best. Yes,
It's a bodyguard. It can enter exerted if you want.
Really?
yes, it is a bodyguard. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
previously
you put it exerted Into the Unknown directly, and you're like sad face. But I think like the Stitch Surfer drawing 2,
Yeah.
refilling your hand, having this huge body that quests for 2, right? Like that's very strong. Obviously, that's like Christmas Land scenario, and it's hard to build a deck without these really weird cards that you cannot really play until you pull the thing off. But it's fun.
I mean,
Yeah.
there might be a way in the future, like a really good value to do it. But for now, yeah, it's more. Look at these cute interactions you can do.
Like if we had looters in red, like Powerline sings that.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about Powerline later because like it's
You have random
exciting
looters
card,
in
but
yellow. But
In
I
what?
mean, everyone's getting looters now, so maybe Red's gonna get it.
maybe.
you
Yeah,
can
the
do it
color
in
palette.
yellow already with the tail, but it's random. But
Yeah,
it's 3
they are.
cards, so you have
And so
good
the other
chance to
deck
get
that can do it is yellow green, right? With the tramp, the big 2/6 tramp. Like
Yeah,
it
yeah.
costs 1 less for every characters. You draw equal to a number of characters, draw a bunch of cards, like and get to a nice body, put it on the discard. And that deck has a bunch of nice shift targets for ladies and tramp that will makes it so that sing together it would actually be pretty reasonable. The fact
mean,
that
could replace-
that tramp is also a 7 cost makes it like almost be able to sing it on itself. So that archetype is also pretty cool. And to be honest, quite viable. I think it could be like close to tier 2.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
And so
haven't
that's a
really
very good
looked at
card
what
that
this deck
can
looks
only
like
get better
post-update.
too, right? Like I don't know if it be you with you guys, but I said like they said we were gonna get the Black Cauldron, and
Yeah.
one of the villain in that is like he's putting
zombie?
like he wants to revive like a zombie army or something like that, right? So maybe there's like the big fat like
Necromancer.
characters that puts a lot of tokens into play that cost very, I don't know, I'm dreaming, right?
I like how you're thinking though.
Yeah.
I
this
also
card.
like that we're on the same page about this new character type that they're talking about, the Whispers being potentially tokens. My mind's
Yeah.
also going there.
But I think we got some leaks toward that, but we don't talk
Oh,
about
did we? I didn't look at leaks for Whispers so far.
They haven't shown whispers from what I saw last time.
Oh yeah, Ursula, voice stealer.
Yeah, I think this one is one of the most overhyped card of the set for the rotation part. Because in
It's one-
Infinity, I think it's pretty strong, but right now there's not enough good songs for this to
Yeah.
add you.
Definitely one I was the saddest about, like
It's just a slow Elsa.
seeing it and being like, oh, there's no
Exert,
support
you
for it.
cannot challenge with it. It's just there as a 3/4.
Like she was spoiled quite early on, so
Yeah.
we had hopes for her to being
Yeah.
like very, very good. But like we didn't get a lot of songs or anything.
Yeah, now the best you can do is exert a shark to sing a pirate's life.
I really like the thematic of the card though.
Yeah.
With voice.
Oh, yeah.
Thematic.
It makes so much sense.
Yeah.
But,
In
yeah,
general,
it's
the flavor of the new cards is
On point.
through the roof.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
We're gonna get into a Goofy movie in a minute. Like, the flavor they put into those cards.
Yeah.
I
Very nice,
was-
very fun.
I was
Yeah,
laughing.
I agree. I think we'll keep an eye on this card for the future, but right now it's pretty much a dub. Like it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
It's probably interesting again for like Infinity. We're gonna say that a lot, but
I mean, I think it's gonna be worth grabbing a few copies while it's cheap, since it's not gonna be too playable. And then when it becomes playable in a few sets,
when there's an Infinity DLC,
yeah,
and it's gonna happen.
Yep.
ooh,
the
big
legendary of the set.
heavy
Yeah,
hitter.
it's not even close. This is like extremely powerful. This is a
Yeah.
meta-defining card.
So for
And-
anyone who's just listening and not watching at their screen, Dumbo, Ninth Wonder of the Universe, is an inkable 4-drop 3/3 evasive that quests for 1 and has breaking records. You exert it, pay 1, draw a card, and gain a lore, which is already pretty good. Drawing a card on every turn on an evasive body. But it also gives your other evasives
The same
exert, pay 1, draw a card, and gain a lore.
Yeah, and there's an enchanted of that, which is
Yeah.
gonna be expensive.
Yeah,
But like this
very-
card just reminds me of Diablo. It's the kind of card that if you don't handle it, it just runs with the game. So it's pretty damn powerful, and it's inkable, so it's even easier to fit in the deck.
It
I'm really
almost-
happy that Shadowfinder did not get reprinted.
Yes, it almost feels like a fixed Diablo, because the thing with Diablo is that if you ever drew cards to try to find an answer to it, you would just fuel it even more. This one doesn't have that, and it asks you to commit more to it, whereas the Diablo didn't, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like this, and it's also doesn't shift on 2, obviously.
Free.
Good lord.
And I think the reason why it's so overpowered also is because we're desperately looking for card draw.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no. In a world where Friends is still there, where like all the draw engines we had were still there, it's a good card, but it's not as broken. Like I don't think this card is destroying Infinity on day 1. But in the
Like-
current meta, I
Yeah.
saw that, I was like, okay, well, Evasives is a deck now.
And the huge thing about it is that it has an on-play effect, right? It doesn't show it, but it has. And if you play it on 6 or 5, 6 on 7 ink, you can play it and draw 2, 1, 2, 3
Yeah.
cards. And that's so good, right? One thing going against it, though, is that when you're behind, it doesn't really help you fight the board well. And its ability... exerting your character is really not what you want to be doing when being behind. So it's a card that at parity is incredible, and ahead is game winning basically, and it's ink otherwise. So there was like the ink ability really saves the card, I think.
Yeah, but there's a lot of purple mirror match, and the board state usually stalls a lot because
Yes.
of the lack of board wipe. So sometimes it's a matter of who finds their Dumbo first and gets to draw like 4 or 5
Absolutely.
cards and
Yep.
snowball from there.
And also,
there's
it
a lot of
provides an
stalemate.
Elsa hit.
Yeah.
So if you play it on 4 and the only thing they have is an Elsa on 5, it's still gonna survive 1 hit.
And the fact that it works with the characters that are evasive on your turn is also a very nice addition for purple, steel, and even blurple, because you can play Robin Hood and you can use this ability. So the reach that this card
Yes.
has is pretty big.
Yeah.
Even the little happy on turn 1 or the
Yeah.
other cards like that can
I'm
start.
sure you want to
Yeah,
tap
the
your
gaming-
2-1, but yeah, at least
Or a
you're
card in the lore.
you're cycling it off, and they need
Yeah.
to challenge it at least. And I think the nail on the coffin for this is that they gave a lot of the removal that we could have other than the steel one is the emerald removal that are pseudo removal, right? They give reckless to one of your characters. And this card totally nullifies the whole color identity, right? Like
Yeah, you don't really
want to
care
play
about Louis
Lewis
with Dumbo.
on my genie? Play Dumbo, pay 1, exert my genie, draw a card, gain a lore. Like your Lewis is looking pretty dumb, right? On the other side,
I-
not
I
having
think they need
evasive
to-
itself, and
They need to revisit the reckless keyword and change the rule of like you need to challenge. You cannot bypass with singing or ability because reckless it's too weak right now. It's too easy to bypass, especially with Dumbo now. It's just
yeah. And so Dumbo is everywhere, and I was kind of hyped for Lewis at the beginning, and then really got disappointed the more I was testing with it, because not only there's the Dumbo that most of them Amethyst decks will be playing, but also a lot of the Steel decks are looking to play Hook and Kaloons. So even if they're
gonna remove
Taylor
your
Lewis,
Louis
your Tiana, they just take it with Kaloon, right, or Hook, and they trade up. You lost your 3-drop. Like it's not great, right? So yeah, and it's just another thing that Dumbo does.
The other Dumbo.
This one is not as good though.
No, it's playable, right? Because we at some point we played Gazelle a little bit, right, in like Emerald Amethyst, and I think this is just a better one, specifically in Steel when it gets seeing strength, just like a fine strength, and they reveal Nala, so you can give Nala evasive so that she can quest at least 2 times. So yeah, it's playable.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It does exactly what I thought Tinkerbell was doing in Green last week.
Yes.
No.
So if you saw the episode, like this one has the fixed keyword.
Until the start
not
of your
fixed
next
keyword. I mean just the fixed text, which is until the start of your next turn, not until the end of turn.
Yeah. So at least there's that.
A big difference with Tinkerbell. Talking about evasive card, Timothy.
Yeah,
Nelson.
Mr. Timothy Q Mouse. A 2 inkable 1/4 with. Let's show him Dumbo. While you have a character with evasive in play, he gets +1 lore.
So that basically an Ana, right? The blue Ana for Eros. But this one's for evasives, and it's much easier to build your deck around evasives, specifically now that you have incentives with Dumbo.
Amethyst,
So I think that's just a better Ana, and also in a better color right now, at least. But there's so many other options, and this one's like Ana was not great on the draw, and this one obviously isn't.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm concerned of playing that card because on the draw you'll always take your.
It's going to be fine and limited. This is a
it?
card I'm really happy.
I'm not sure it is actually.
Really? I haven't checked how many evasives we have in limited. I thought we had.
I mean, I don't think that's the issue, right? Like, if your opponent plays anything that can challenge this, it will get
Oh yeah.
traded immediately. Like 1/4 is not the stats you want to be, but maybe.
Unless you play the magic feeder on him, so then it is evasive and he can buff itself.
There we go.
Yeah.
So the Magic Feather, we talked about it a little bit earlier. When you play it, you choose a character of yours. While this item is in play, the character gains evasive. And then for 3, you may return it to your hand so you can replay it again and again and again if your characters die.
So it's like our first pseudo like equipment or aura for the game where you really have to pair it with something.
That's kind of cool. And
Go ahead.
yeah, no, you're good. But I was gonna say it. Another thing that makes me really want to have tokens for game state, right? Like I really think we need to have resist for the turn, evasive for the turn, reckless for the turn, because there's so many of these effects now that like I feel like the new players will get got by these effects all the time.
Well, at least for this card, I feel like on paper people will just put the item on the character, so
Sure.
that helps. But yeah, there's some other case. So like when you quest with John Silver and put reckless, you need a token for it. Otherwise, both players need to remember which one it was. So yeah.
Yeah.
And I can only see like later in the day at the DLC, and none of the 2 players remember.
Because the turn lasted like 10 minutes. And
Yeah, something like that, right?
Like they
Anyway,
have that on-
that's
like,
a good
they have
card.
Those little how do you call them, tokens on the streams of the DLCs, but like
Yeah.
you don't always have that handy.
I mean, then they removed it, but I think they should
Really?
bring those back. Yeah, because they were considered note taking or something like that.
Really?
And because they didn't allow us to have one, it didn't feel fair to have them on stream. So they removed it. but I really think that they should bring it and actually sell those.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, it
tokens.
makes it much easier for viewers to follow because sometimes someone will do a bad trade and like, why did the pro do that? And it was reckless, but they haven't seen it. So, yeah.
Yeah, because and also like the other thing is, you also forget it a lot of the time, which doesn't like give any information. It's important like to keep a good board state, but like I was rewatching like early content, like I was seeing people not place like they had a special token for plus 3 strength on the beast, plus 4 sorry on the beast sad boy, and like some people were placing it, some were not. Like it was a whole mess.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But yeah, no, what I was about to say is, like, if we still had the shell of an item deck, an item that you can return and replay and return and replay would have been something really fun to have in something like your Maurice Workshop deck or something like that, where you, like, obviously Amethyst is not the color for it.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
that's also
having an
very
item that you
dirty. But
Having an item that
because
you can return and
three is no
use.
joke. Like that's a lot of ink.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah, it
just
is.
funny because if you want to play it again in Infinity, you just banish it with IRM or Bell and then bring it back with them at the way.
But that was the better way.
Because only 2 instead of 3 plus 2 to replay it.
Yeah, but there were still times where, you know, you didn't have the recursion or you had the Tamatoa to play it for free, but you didn't have anything to banish it and return it. Like, I like the idea of being able to return it to your hand, even if it's just to protect against, like, a discard effect that your opponent might have.
Yeah, when your
When you no
character
longer have
is
the
banished, you put it on a new character. And there's obviously synergy with the Dumbo, and you can play that defensively or proactively because you want to keep your, your 3/6/80s alive, right? You want him to quest, for example.
And
So,
there was
I
a
think it's
combo
quite-
with Monstro with Dumbo, but it's probably too slow. But it's fun when you can play it out.
So yeah, there's a
infinite
combo.
ink, the infinite lore with the Monstro as long as you have ink.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
finite.
it's ink equal lores, and
Yeah.
you don't draw anything. Almost.
Ah, you still get to select which card you want to have.
Yeah, if you have cards in hand, you can make them better, but you don't have more cards at the end of the turn. But you have a lot more lore, so not bad.
Yeah.
We were talking about the flavorful, Goofy movie cards. This is the first one of them. Goofy set for adventure, with no location whatsoever to speak of in the current meta.
I mean, there is a few,
There's some
but
libraries.
I mean, there's a library, sure.
yeah. I also built early on
Eden
an
Cove?
Owl Island deck and an action red-green list. And every time you play a second action, you gain 3 lore. And I was putting it onto this, making my actions count 1 less, and it was fun until I realized that once it's at a location, it doesn't want to move anywhere. Like it cannot move anywhere else, right?
Yeah.
So you cannot re-trigger it unless you have another location. That's like way too dirtly. So like when I saw a card draw, like okay, there's a really good payoff for playing locations if I'm gonna be drawing cards as an engine. But that's not really an engine if I cannot just do it
If
every
you don't
turn.
have more than one location, yeah.
So I was like, okay, no.
Well,
Another Goofy movie card.
yeah. Max Goof Rebellious Teen. When you play this character, you may pay 1 to return a song card, which costs 3 or less from your discard to your hand.
Yeah, so this is basically a 4-drop, but without the advantage of being able to sing a 4-cost song, which is a bit of a downside. It's actually a really good card, but I think it suffers from the same thing that we said about Ursula.
I was very happy that this card did not land in like the Prince John Diablo world of like, oh, let me get my sudden chill back and my let the storm and my strength and my
Infinity.
yeah, I know Infinity's a thing.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah,
it takes up
right
the
after
thing to
Ursula
use it,
3.
so-
Yeah, right after Ursula 3, it would be devastating, right?
And I
Discard
think
2, discard two.
They've made this like 3-drop and pay 1 for the effect, because it's not really a 4-drop, just because you might want to play it on 3, even though it's a terrible 3-drop, just for the shift line on 4, which is probably the next card. So I guess that's why it's not just a 4-drop
Yeah.
by itself.
I mean, also maybe just balance issue, right? Like at 4,
Yeah.
singing 4 cost song, maybe that would be too good. I don't know.
And also, green likes to have that, like, oh, on the play you can pay extra to do this. Like, it's very Emerald in its mechanic. And no, we're not at max Goof yet, Pat.
What's this order?
I don't know. I didn't make it.
The order's all messed up ever since like set 5, I think.
I know.
Yeah.
The Genie of the Lamp. 2/3 evasive. That does a little cricky effect when he's exerted. Quest for 2. Like, it's an okay card, I think.
It's great.
People
it's
were
great.
really excited about this and Dumbo.
Yeah.
Like, when you want your deck filled with evasives and like everything is a lot bigger, harder to challenge and everything, like.
I mean, this into
And
Elsa.
overchallenging matters.
This into
well-
Elsa is absolutely fantastic, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it only
Like,
works
make-
on the play. Otherwise, this guy then gets Elsa or something.
Right, yes. But that's the issue actually with this color combo, is that the Emerald Amethyst is awesome on the play, but it has really some heavy problems on the draw now that it doesn't have Crab, Fox, or Kit.
With the meta being so evasive heavy, there's a lot of card, even like the one that attacks evasive only on their turn, that it's for 3. So this guy is like needs to be exerted, so it never lasts more than 1 turn.
Unless
you
with
gotta
your
get down.
Elsa, you're able to tap that character and take it down, which is likely. So I think with Elsa, it's very, very potent and very good. I think with Peter Pan Shadow, it would be also quite nice, being able to make it exerted on the turn you play it. I really, really like the design of this, to be honest. I think the like 3 strength, as you said, that is a bit of like very easy to take out, but it's a very strong card.
What I like is that it's an ally and it doesn't give Challenger +2, it gives Strength +2, which is cool with the new legendary. We'll see soon.
Yes, and well, actually, when I was building that deck, I was putting this plus Ursula 2 to play around the Under the Sea deck, right? Like as long as you have this exerted, you cannot get Under the Sea.
Yeah, and this is good against Big Sisu and Infinity, so only this one dies, not the other.
Yeah, and if you have 2, all your characters have +4,
Yeah.
and each of them has
And they buff
+2.
each other, yeah.
Yeah, a very cool
Big
card. I really love it.
And then they all have 2, 3, 4 toughness and, well, willpower, and just, they have the, what's the phrase in English? Les pouvoirs cosmiques phénoménaux et de tout petits cartes généraux. Is that infinite cosmic powers?
Unlimited cosmic powers.
Quarters.
I guess my problem with this card is that you probably play it in Emerald Amethyst, and in Emerald Amethyst you also have the 4-drop Genie that draws a card that's uninkable, and every time you have both, you kind of need to play the draw one, because we're running out of cards every time in this format, so it's hard to put this
Dumbo.
on 4 and play us on 5 unless
Dumbo.
you did draw before. Yeah.
Yeah, so you have all the 4 drops. Yeah,
It's fighting for a
Yeah.
very important spot, and when you have an uninkable 4-drop that draws and this, you probably need to play the uninkable first.
Well, we'll see what the next card gives us. There he is.
Cool
There's
heart.
our shiftable Max
very
Goo.
cool.
Chart Tupper.
So songs galore.
Yeah, when you quest, you may play a song with 4 or less from your discard for free. Then put it on the bottom of your deck instead of into your discard. Would be great if we had good songs.
Yeah.
Like, you saw the list I made last week, where I really tried to make this work, and I was still underwhelmed about like how
Yeah.
it performed. Like,
No,
and
the quality
the-
of songs.
and like the list was packed. Like, you had You're Welcome, you had Mother Knows Best, you had String of Raging Fire, you had like tons of stuff, and it was still kind of meh.
I think the problem is also the shift target is not great because it costs 3. If we had a shift target for 1 or 2, would be better because then you can play a 3-drop like a beat or something and then sing and shift and re-sing. Now it's like you cannot shift on 4 and sing a 3 cost to bring it back by questing.
The best you can
unless
do
you're playing
is
yellow,
best you can do is sing like a sudden chill or something.
which is not great without range shot.
Like that's kind of my whole issue here with like the other max that we saw. Like it's a very good card to grind, like in a grindy game, but then like you kind of lose the purpose of this card being a shifter on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, shifting if on the 3-drop just breaks your tempo so hard, and most of the time you don't have any songs on the discard unless you play Bobby, which we might see soon. But yeah.
Or
And I'm just
Powerline
realizing.
Singer 4, right?
Yeah. Oh,
The
fair.
Powerline Singer 4 on 2, a 3 sing. But even then, like
It's a lot of
you
setup.
don't retrieve with the shift target. That's really where it's like it doesn't work. The shift target costs 4, and this shift for 4 basically.
Yeah.
Well, if you're in red to play a power line, you have the other max goofs. So
I think this needs morph. I don't know if morph is gonna be reprinted at some point, but this would benefit from it.
I wish it
Yeah.
would.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But no, I was about to say, I just realized the text box is a wall of speaker.
Yeah,
really,
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah,
the back
okay, I see it.
underneath. Yeah, yeah.
Like
they've
they're
hidden
really pushing
some
in
artwork
in the
behind.
design, yeah.
They put a lot of great thought into like
Oh
the
yeah,
cards
I mean
and
this
how they-
art is incredible, right? I almost think it's better.
I
than
want to
the
cosplay
Enchanted.
that. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Like full on '90s look with the
pit vipers.
the squiggly T-shirt, the hoodie, not the hoodie, the vest.
the
and
backward cap.
Yeah, the backward cap, the big visors, like such a '90s look.
Bobby, here's a
Bobby, when I said earlier that everyone's getting draw this card, we're getting it at 1 drop in Emerald now.
Very relevant, I think, in this color to have a Simba. Right, it's Simba from set 1, basically, just color shifted.
Yeah, because we had it at 2 with Isma,
Oh yeah, you had Isma at 2.
Yeah.
and it was already somewhat like, I know Chernodogs played it sometimes. Like a few
Yeah.
decks were playing Isma.
It allows you to be more greedy on the amount of an Inkable, which is also
Yeah,
fun,
and-
and it works well with Circle of Life.
Yes, and not only greedy with your uninkable, but like in your like choosing some uninkables that are absolutely incredible in some matchups, but very bad in others, like Under the Sea, for example. You can play this in Emerald and Sapphire, and make sure you can discard your Under the Sea when you don't need it.
Yeah, and it's more fuel for Krunk, which is nice. I don't know if it's gonna be meta at all. Maybe in Infinity where this card is still good, but yeah, it's nice to have more fuel for Krunk.
Which Krunk are you talking about?
The Krunk that says when you have an ability that tells you to discard you down, so this is just pay
Oh,
one.
this
green
is first
purple
draw
one.
card. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The
yeah.
green purple Krunk. So you just draw with this. Now it's fun.
Or 1 drop that just draws.
As
like
long
an
as you're on turn
obstacle.
7.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Stand out.
Above the ground.
Like that's actually a great. Like I said earlier, we don't have a lot of good songs. This one I'm actually kind of happy to see, because with the amount of challenge we're gonna have to do, with the amount of evasives that are gonna be out in the field, having something that just buffs power, gives evasive, allows you to remove something.
It's a great tool for Emerald. Like
Yeah.
it's something I would have loved having. All the the green steel shells I played ever. Like I would have been happy to have a way to make my guys bigger.
Yeah, specifically like double singing it with Ursula, you like your manner can go to the ground.
Yeah, I think you need to double sing it or to bring it back with Shark or maybe playing back with Mass Goof because this card doesn't draw, so you're just doing 1 for 2 when you're using it.
Yeah,
It's good to
I-
like trade with bigger bodies, but it's still a 1 for 2.
As long as you're trading, because sometimes you're not trading. Sometimes they just have like an Elsa that's a 2/5. That yeah, sure, I have a 3/3. Yay!
Yeah, the game is designed like with really like big butts in mind. I want to
Yeah.
say like the willpower is so high on everything that you're just like you can smack something and still get to keep it.
Removing
Yeah.
that pesky genie.
That's actually
is-
one of the impact of not having Madame Medusa, that banished 3 attacks or less, and the big Sisu is that now willpower is much more important. Like before, you had to like balance something, because otherwise everything dies to big Sisu. But now it's still, so you need to have high willpower.
Yeah.
And the epic.
I don't like this card. Like the fact that it doesn't draw a card really kills it. For me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
I think it would have been probably very, very, very good with the draw card line.
It would have been playable.
Yeah.
The family fishing pole. Hi to Ras. That's all I have to say about this card.
Oh man, how much I wish this was not entering Plague Zerded.
Yeah.
To me, that breaks the card. It becomes way too slow. But
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
there's some
returning
cards that are
docks
good.
is
Yeah,
is,
That's,
is,
that's
is
the
good.
thing. Like, we have our Rascalot, who's one of our viewers, who always plays his Chromicon to bounce his dock, and right now is playing the Retrosphere to bounce his dock.
I think Chromicon is better because it does like the effect when you play it, like, and it does it more than once. This is just one
Yeah,
shot.
but Chromicon requires your opponent to banish something on their turn.
Yeah, for sure.
You
But
don't
if
have
you can
agency
go everywhere
over it.
enough, you force that.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially in this meta without board wipe, they're gonna need the challenge at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to say, at least this gives 2 lore, right? So not only you're getting the value, you're also getting 2 lore. So you're like, if you're a very aggressive decks and you're retrieving your docks and replaying it, then like it can snowball.
I want
But
to see this in Infinity.
Or even
when
just
you're all
retrieving a
in
Nala, bouncing it, replaying it, like later in the game.
yeah, that's like
Getting
8 lore,
stuff,
right?
yeah.
If they don't have any removal.
But imagine this in Infinity Amethyst Emerald, where you just use this on the goat. That's a bunch of
Yeah,
lore.
that's like 5 lore already.
Goat,
Yeah, that's a
bounce
good
the
chunk.
goat, okay.
More
It's hard to
points.
balance some of those cards, and it kind of feels like it's Madame Mim fix, and it makes you see how good those Madame Mim were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. Now we're in Ruby.
Yeah, Powerline.
3/2 Singer 4, basically Ursula or
Shift target
Troubadour.
for a big Powerline, that's basically what he is.
I mean, Singer 4 is incredibly good on turn 2, as we already know.
The only thing I want to kind of address is like now Singer's Ruby ability to like it used to be a very very Ember ability.
Yep.
I
And
mean,
now it's
exclusively Ember.
Exclusively Ember, yeah.
yeah.
And they said in the design talk that they did when they revealed Powerline that they basically had to fight about bringing it to Ruby because they felt Powerline was such a strong, energetic character that he had to be in Ruby, but they wanted to give him Singer. So it's in Ruby for now, but will it stay in Ruby or just be a Powerline thing? We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. And the fact that Powerline is all yellow in this art is also
Yeah.
a funny little touch to Ember player. Like, haha. Should have been Ember.
That's
but it's
funny.
not.
I think, by the way, that this card and the power line as like is very powerful for as long as you could have good songs. So it's like a recurring theme in our discussions. But my issue with it is that when you do the power line thing, it's very strong, but you don't have anything like that in those colors, right? Unless you pair it with Ember. So you're very inconsistent in what you're trying to do. You're building your deck towards being able to sing a song on 3 with this, right? And we're going to see the Rush power line that combos with this, right? But when you don't have this card, like this card makes the whole archetype work, in my opinion. Like it's the Tala of Ruby Singer, right? Like the Tala is like the thing that makes the powerful things actually like work. So, but we had Scrooges and Hirons, right? And it blew to just like or how far good that we could play in these archetypes that I've tested, right? Like in either with Ramrold or it's with Sapphire or with Ember. You're like, well, if I don't have the power line onto, well, Ember's not true. There's other options, but like my whole deck like is slowed down so much from not having this specific card. So we're lacking redundancy, I feel like. And if they've given Singer abilities to Ruby for this set specifically because of the Goofy movie, and they're not giving it again later on, you're gonna be left with very powerful cards, but without the redundancy to make a meaningful, consistent deck, and that's kind of my fear with this.
Yeah, you don't want wasted design space, right?
No, exactly, and I really think that they put a punch with these Ruby cards. Like, right, they didn't have much space, right, with only 33 cards, and they kind of did a lot for building up a whole new archetype within those. But as I said, she was the redundancy, and like it would have been weird to have like another, like maybe, I don't know, a Goof that also was a singer, right? Like 4 on turn 2, like that does the same thing, but that's kind of what we needed to make the archetype work.
Yeah, Goof driving the car, like
Yes.
It's just
goofy car
ironic that
stinger.
it's ironic that the best Ruby song for 4 is Be King, but you don't want to Be King on turn 3, and also Be King is not super good in this format. So like,
No, everybody's going
if
wide.
they had a very good Ruby forecast card for early, that would be nice.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, like something like a Brawl or a Sisu maybe effect.
and it's
Like
Infinity,
imagine like a Sisu effect but singable or
Yeah.
something like that, right?
it's just
That'd
funny
be
because
good.
other songs that are playable is like Teeth and Ambition, but he just dies, and it costs only 2 anyway. So there's really not a lot of good songs in Ruby. So
At least with the 4-3 rush, right? I think like the Teeth and Ambition could have maybe saw play with that.
because the Be King doesn't work, you just gotta banish the exerted character, and then the rush does nothing.
Exactly. Yes,
So
that's
bad.
that's the
You needed to
biggest
attack
thing.
with the 4-3 first.
I was trying that deck and I was like, wait, that doesn't work. Just banishing their exerted character.
Yeah.
But we can shift Powerline.
And now he's Ruby suited. Like
And
he's suit.
to the biggest singer we've seen yet on a shiftable character.
Yeah, the only one is Cinderella. It's like a 5 cost. I think.
Yeah.
Singer
I
9.
wonder if that card is the reason they didn't reprint Be Prepared, which would have been fine, I think, still. But
Yeah, I mean, if you have to like take out your whole board, which is at least 2 cards, right?
yeah, you can just do it early, but like you just remove 1 card, 1 shift card, and use Be Prep.
It's a 3-4X.
Or
It's
you-
not that great.
Yeah,
You be prep into Circle of Life, or you be prep into like
that'd be nice though.
Oh,
Ew.
I like your
That's
mindset.
You Be Prep and he comes back.
because that's the thing, right? You can be prep into
Yeah.
Circle of
Yeah,
Life.
feel
You can
lucky.
be prep into
Beyond
what's
the horizon.
the Ember song that brings all the characters with the same name? Blast from Your
Revive?
Path.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, last one.
So like there's a few
2 power
shenanigans
lines.
you
Oh,
could
so you
make.
would bring them separately on the board.
Yeah, well,
No,
you
it's
bring
in
them
your
back
hand.
to your hand, but it's
Oh.
still card
that's
advantage.
true.
Like you,
Yeah, Circle of Life's better, and it's
if you build a deck around it, you can definitely do like, okay, cool, I'm wiping the board, and I'm either getting a revive
yeah.
song or a song that refills my hand with all my characters, and just replay them again next turn. So the tempo would be pretty good.
But
It's
in terms of
IRL.
what we have, there's actually a few
Not
cards
much.
that are incredible with this, actually. So one of the reprints that they did is the Dig Through... No, not Dig Through Time.
Dig a Little Deeper?
Dig a Little Deeper. And being able to sing Dig a Little Deeper on turn 4 is actually very, very strong. And you can dig a little deeper into maybe find a dino that gets you to play your Lilo, untap the power line, sing again, right? But
It's
as
once a
I
turn.
quickly realize, its ability is once during your turn. Because honestly,
Oh,
if
yeah,
it
look at
didn't
that.
have that, like I was comboing off in my first run of the deck, I was just going on for like 10 minutes. I would be like running like this, untapping with the LeFou or the Lilo, and just going on again and like going on again. And I find high to eye, I draw more cards, I play another Lilo, I untap it, you would just go storm, and it was incredible. It was really good actually. But
He can still sing. He just can't do the free songs every turn.
yes,
when you do that.
exactly. Right. Yeah.
You're losing value.
And
So, yeah,
you have a bunch of songs that lets you untap. So the eye to eye is one for as long as you sing with another one. But there was the nothing will do more.
Nothing left to
one from
lose,
the
nothing
bear
left to
movie.
give,
Yes.
nothing.
The one with the bears.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one with the bear. It's like another way to untap. So you would have Lilo, you would have LeFou, you would have that one as a way to untap it, and
Nothing
it
with
was.
Isn't there a six? Isn't there a 6 cost one like the
I
don't
think there's
the
7
Thrust
one
bite or
with
I don't
Gaston
think
on
it's
it.
a song.
I think the
does
one
one
with
damage.
Gaston on it.
Yeah, because there's Everyone with Me or something like that, but that's an action. That's not a song.
no, I'm talking about the
Who's
one
with
with. I'm talking the one with.
Yeah, no, you're
Sven
talking
and-
about Christoph. I know.
Yeah.
Don't let it.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's
Christoph.
Don't
It's
Let
not
the
Gaston.
Frostbite
Don't let the
bite.
frostbite bite.
I think it's a song.
Is it?
Yes, it is a 7 cost.
I have
song.
my I have my internet machine here.
Cool.
You can keep on going and
While you find that,
It is.
let's move to the other iconic of the set, Mickey Mouse Brave Little Prince, which can turn into Brave Little Tailor
That's
with
so
some
cool.
work.
Yeah. Probably the Bravely Little Tailor we're gonna see more because the original one is not super playable, but this one is because of Steel. I think with the Sticky Mickey, it happens more than you would think.
I've seen
just-
someone on the ladder playing
yeah, it's a song.
Ruby Steel, and they were kind of dirtling. I was like, what the heck are they doing with their one-drop Mickey, not challenging, not questing, not doing anything? And then eventually they shifted that, and I was like,
Oh,
oh, okay. And then removed it the turn after.
Yeah, like it still has the one drop. That's probably the best shift target. They also have a 2 drop that give challenger, which is not bad. So yeah, it's not too hard to shift that card. I think the problem is you invest 2 card and you quest maybe once, but the meta is about evasive, so they might be able to take
Yeah.
it down. At least it's a 5/5, so it trades the Elsas and the genie that goes into it, so it's not that bad. But yeah.
I mean, yeah, but I think if you shift it, it's very good, right? Like you're
Yeah.
gonna be able to get your cards back in terms of value.
I tested this only twice, and
also-
once I did it, I just run away with the game because they had no answers to evasive. It goes very
My-
fast with the 4 quester.
My gut feeling for this card is that it's going to be a lot stronger next set. Because,
With the Detective Mickey, I think.
well, from the, I don't remember if it was spoilers or leaked cards or whatever, but
With leaks.
it was leaks that like can put cards under cards. But we've seen something that implies that there's going to be ways to put cards under cards without shifting.
Yeah.
no.
And because they don't say if he's been shifted, but he has a card under him, I have a feeling we're gonna have like opportunities there to play him for 3, put something under him, turn him into the Brittle Tailor basically
For cheaper.
for cheaper, and have him quest.
And as Pat was saying, like if they ever reprint the Mickey Detective
Yeah,
That
with
would
a
help
new
Blue
art,
Red.
right? He's looking like not with at the Ursula thing. He's looking at like I don't know the next villain thing. Like he's detective, but in another world or something like that. That would fit nicely into a 3-drop into exactly 5 ink shifted onto it.
yes.
That would help Blue Red. And they did spoil for next set like some detective synergy, so maybe it's a good opportunity to reprint the Detective Mickey. And
Yep.
it's funny, it's not the first time we had this word like if this character has a card under him. If you look at the Hiramata, which was
Yep.
a Star Champ card, it's also about your Floodborn character that has card under them. So maybe even this card is going to be better if it's easier to put card under, because sometimes shifting is hard, but if you can just put cards under in a easier way, then the effect triggers. So yeah.
It's the same problem as with the Shift Jasmine, where if you have the card but don't have the shift target, either they banished it already, or you just never drew it, right? You drew it in the wrong order. The card just gets significantly worse, and
Yeah.
that just kills the playability of it.
Three
This one
3 ink
is
for a 2/2 evasive is really
Horrendous,
nothing to
right?
write home
You would
about.
never do that.
But the iconic looks pretty good.
Looks
Oh, yeah.
amazing.
Oh, it looks amazing, right? Like it's like I think it's one of the best looking card of all time. Like it's incredible.
Can't wait to see one in person.
Yeah, I
if-
hope to
if
see one
I
in
can-
person.
The Griffon
seeing one in
in
person
Sherbrooke opened
soon.
it.
Yeah, wonder if it's already sold.
I think that's my favorite card flavor-wise of the set. Mostly because I have a soon-to-be teenager at home who is in the I just want to stay home mode right now.
Nice.
So this ability of can't move to locations was just like, it had me laughing so much.
The
It's so
drawback
flavorful.
that's not.
It's flavorful. I'm
Yeah.
I'm really stunned by the fact that there's actually like no 5-cost songs to be playing.
I know.
Like not even like Let It Go or something. Nothing.
Like
Yeah.
no.
So probably pretty forgettable this set, but still
Yeah.
love the card. Roxanne, there's like 3 singers in red. Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like there's 3 of them all, and only 2 of them are really good. This is Ruby Smee though, right? If you have a
Yep.
deck with singers, it's pretty good. But
Yeah.
again, the lack of numbers redundancy is what really makes this awkward. Maybe they could reprint Cinderella in Ruby.
Ruby Cinderella 1-drop singer 3.
I mean, that would
I mean-
puts this really strong, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that would be too strong with strength in the meta, though.
Maybe that would be very, very strong.
I don't know.
I mean, Ruby Steel doesn't have much for itself right now in terms of card draw and everything.
Yeah, that's
so-
kind of what I'm going for. Right? Like,
Yeah.
kind of need a boost, and it's not PGP that are gonna provide it. sorry, son.
Yes, sorry,
son.
PJ. Let's move on.
But what does PJ stand for? Is it like Pete Junior Pete?
I think it's Pete Junior Pete, yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's so
I'm
good.
pretty sure that's his name.
But then it still doesn't count for the red Pete rare that banish if you have a Pete. So
You
it's
know when
pretty
you
bad.
like yourself very, very much, and you give your kid 3 times your name?
I mean, you've seen the movie.
Yeah, I know.
He does like himself very, very
Yeah,
much.
that's the thing, right? Yeah.
Powerline.
This one I was hyped about
the new
when they
Madam
revealed
Mim.
it. Like Ruby Madam Mim is everything I ever wished for when we played Ruby Sapphire. Unfortunately, songs again, right? Like I
Yeah.
think if you
If you could
I don't
sing
know,
first on the other side on turn 3 and then take out this rush character just afterwards, that would be
a big gasoline, right?
Oh, you sing not strength teeth on this with Tipo. it's
Yeah,
rush.
or one jump ahead. That you can do. You can
I mean,
go
that you
cheaper
can
one
do,
jump
yeah.
ahead into Powerline and a 6-drop on the following turn.
I mean,
Shark.
Shark.
Yeah.
Does
This
anyone have
song
anything
is
positive
really
to
weird.
say about Eye to Eye? Because I was really underwhelmed about the card for
I
all the
think
hype they built
you
around
need
it.
to sing it the same turn you play Ben, which is not easy.
The song is really good.
Yeah,
It's been in my
Oh
head for the
yeah,
past
the
like
actual
week.
song.
yeah, the actual song's good. And then we're gonna be stuck on Facebook and everything with, hey, I just pulled L2L or 121 or.
Oh yeah, the people
Already
that
started.
never
They should
listen
have
to the
put this to
soundtrack.
the 121 number in the card, but they didn't fit.
I have to say, in the Ruby Sapphire deck that I was talking about earlier, this works quite well as the dig a little deeper number 5 through 8, right? Just redundancy of numbers to be able to keep on going with your very snowbally effect, because you just are so desperately need to be drawing cards that you just take everything you can. And the 2 lore adds up, specifically when you're like cheating out Lilos that also quest for 2 and can rid your character. So when everything lineups and it works, singing Eye to Eye is kind of like the thing that you want to be doing, and it works. But the issue is that when you draw this off the top and you don't have a singer, it's just a big dub. And
Or
when
when
you're
you're playing
behind, it
against
doesn't do
aggro.
anything. Like it's an aggro deck. They're like trying to get to 20 or like, here's some help.
You want something positive? Sing this with Powerline. Find the Pirate's Life. You gain 4, they gain 0.
Yeah, I guess, but.
Or if you
Yeah,
have a shard on
that's
board.
what they go for sure with the reprint of Pirate's Life. But
And I
But
think,
my brain is humongous.
I think this card is a good time to remember that you can always oversing, in the sense that if you have Powerline, you can
Oh,
still
yeah.
use like a 1-drop with it, so it works. This is also important with the Fantastical and Magical song. Like you need 2 singer, even though he already sings for 9.
yeah, you can extra sing.
Hey, Alice, accidentally adrift.
That's the buy a box promo.
Yeah, I think the other one is the buy a box.
Yep. There's an epic of this one.
So I made a similar video like this with DKP on my channel, and we were like, why? Like when we saw this, we were like, okay, they're reprinting popsicles, right? Like why would they ever reprint this without popsicle? And then they didn't. So I think this with popsicles and turn to ramp would be actually fairly good into Medusa, right? Like you play, like that would be such a cool line, right? Like 2-drop ramp, well, popsicle on 1 or along with sail on 2. Alice, ink your popsicle, play a Medusa, like quest with this, play a Medusa, take out anything. There's a bunch of cool lines, but we don't have any cool items anymore. They're all bad, and so nobody's playing items. So you're not removing any items from your opponents, and you don't have any good ones to play. So the first part of the card doesn't do anything, and a repeatable coil effect. It's just not enough because you need to commit the character to it, right? So they can just exert challenge it back.
Yeah,
I personally would prefer the uninkable Alice to this one.
Sorry, what you said?
I said if we had a popsicle reprint, this would also have helped blue green because it's good with Under the Sea, but yeah. Without popsicle, this doesn't do much, and you don't want to ink a 1-drop item that doesn't draw because you're just getting very low on cards.
Yeah, you put the bad card in your deck just to be able to ink it in a turn where you can also ink. That's very dirtly and not good.
Up next,
Mulan.
the other card from the other starter.
Yeah.
So.
Oh,
this is
yes.
So this is like a very down-tuned Irem. Only on quest, only specific card, and only one card. It's and so I would say it's even worse than half as bad.
Yeah, no, it's.
I think this goes in blue-yellow deck. There's more princess there, and in blue-red it's not good.
Oh no,
it's
for
probably
sure.
not good enough for blue-yellow either.
No, it's for sure a blue-yellow card.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were saying like blue-yellow was dead in the water without some card draw. Here's your card draw.
On turn 6.
I'll play Pongo before that. Thank you very much.
Right. Yeah.
Legendary.
Cruella.
Okay, legendary this time. Our first uninkable of the set so far. So they did quite well, not putting too many of them, as opposed to the few other sets where we have uninkables. This one, our ability is actually pretty good. Both of them are quite good, but the uninkability means that if any Dex doesn't play 1 or 2 drops, this doesn't do anything, and it becomes a very big liability being uninkable. So there's cool combos with it, like they reprinted the 2-cost Gaston. So you can banish a character with the Gaston if they ever turn sideways, but if they don't, right, you kind of like happy about it. And anytime that the Gaston also gets banished by challenging, you get the card back into your inkwell, and also the fact that she reduces the opponent's 2-cost characters or less by 1 strength means that the Gaston is very like the 4/2 is actually a very, very, very good stat line.
Oh, it's a very relevant stat line at this point. Yes.
Yeah, a 4/2 that makes all their small things -1 is basically gonna take those cards forever, right? Like it basically nullifies all the 1s and 2s. So the ability is kind of strong, but imagine drawing this later on when it's like we're playing genies and Dumbos and 80s. You're gonna like want to throw your deck at the window, like.
The problem is even if you play Gaston, they're just not gonna go sideways, and then you're not gonna lose any character.
I mean, if Ember Steel's not going sideways in its aggro matchup, you're kind of happy with it.
Yeah, I mean they might go sideways, but like,
eventually
Gaston
after
might
a
not
strength.
Gaston might not even die like be banished on the challenge so you don't ramp. I think this was super strong with two of my favorite cards that they didn't reprint, like the Magic Broom in the Chernobog. It would have been crazy. You could on turn 3 just pop it and draw and ramp, and turn 4 pop and ramp.
Gross.
But
Gross.
Yeah.
they didn't reprint those cards. But in Infinity, you could ramp much faster while drawing in purple with these 1-drop poppers. Because you can trigger them yourself. That's pretty cool.
Is there a way to play a turn 4? No, a turn 4. What's called like an 8-drop with this? Like, let's say you play.
It's once per turn for the random.
Oh, never mind.
Otherwise, it would have been crazy.
You can't wipe the board.
Yeah, I was gonna say you play a Chernobog, sail into this, pop your 2 Chernobog.
Or just
You're
go
going to
triple
8 next
Chernobog,
turn.
and on turn 3 you triple draw and triple rand. That would have been just busted.
Right.
But you can just pop one at a time and be chill and draw and
Yeah.
ramp. So I think it's gonna be fun. Infinite. But yeah, purple is already pretty good.
Oh, Nala.
The Nala on Dunton Linus. She doesn't look like a O2, by the way. Like, I think she's a bit stronger than that.
She doesn't look like she's not going to do any damage, but that's...
I really don't like the design of this. It's funny because on the design diary, or not the design diary, but they made a stream with one of the lead designer of the set, Lucas, who was a designer for Star Wars Destiny, a game I absolutely loved, and I was really happy that they brought him in like a few sets ago, and we're seeing for the first time the cards that he helped design. And he was talking about trying to design a card with 0 power that could actually be good, and that led to this one.
Okay.
But I hate the fact that it's so good on the play when you're able to protect it, and just absolutely abysmal on the draw if they play something like Kaloon. Like, imagine being your only 2 drops and they play a Kaloon on turn 2. It feels absolutely terrible.
Yeah,
So I don't like cards that are only good on the play, and this one definitely qualifies at that.
Yeah, because like they kind of had to give it uninkable to have a counterpoint with, because if you have like no real cost of running her, that would be just like
Yes.
huge.
Yeah, that would just be a better Piglet, right?
Yeah.
Now it's a worse one, because at least Piglet, when you were behind, you could just ink it and play something else. This one, you don't have that luxury.
Yeah, in the current meta, there's a lot of 1-drop that attacks for 3, so it's not too hard to remove. I think this card only works if you play a 3-drop Bodyguard or John Silver and Prevent the Challenge. You can quest more than once, but
And they did reprint one, right? They reprinted the Hercules.
Yeah. You could play Hercules with it, which is good because it prevents more than just 1 attack. If you're on the draw actually and they go like Captain Hook Calhoun, then John Silver's not gonna do much. But
Then again,
the
first
Hercules
time I
either,
played against this card, the person played 4 and like 5 turns, and
Well,
it
yeah.
does damage. Let's put it that
maybe
way.
you
For
play
sure.
this in Blue Steel and Cogsworth, and then it's really hard to remove.
Ouch.
Fair enough.
Again,
Nala to
Infinity.
make into Cogsworth.
But no, I personally like that they made it uninkable, because
It's very strong.
a lot of people were seeing this like, oh, Ember Steel aggro is going to be everywhere, it's going to be everything, no one's going to be able to defeat it. But there's so much uninkable pieces in it that you have to make choices, and that you have to leave some of that power on the table. So I feel like it's
Oh, yeah,
a
for
card
sure.
that might be played, might be cut, depending on the build you're playing. But it forces choices where, oh, it's me. Okay, cool. 4 of. Oh, Piglet. Well, I have the spot for it. Like, it's...
So
Yeah.
much easier to just run all the inkables because it's super like low cost.
Exactly. Whereas this
I mean-
might turn into Lilos, because, oh, I need the inkable spot, so I'm going to play the Lilos.
Look at Piglet. Like it's mostly because of Storm, but a lot of Ember decks were not playing Piglet back in previous sets, right? Because of like it was not good enough on the draw, and it was too much of a liability versus Storm. This one doesn't have that because, well, there's no storm, but also it has kind of 3 toughness, 3 willpower instead of 2. Yeah, I just don't like the prospect of like going to a DLC and losing a die roll, and they play 2 Nalas in a row or something like that, and I don't have the Kaloon, and I'm like, yeah, well, guess I'm done here.
It's kind of like the triple Daisy Duck opening.
Yeah, yeah, that's feels bad.
You know, the solution to that is to just win your dice roll, right?
Play small
Sure.
Sisu.
You bring some like weighted dice.
Oh, that'd just be good.
Go to the casino
sure.
more, practice the rolls.
Don't do that.
Yeah, no, please don't.
All right, an actual great card.
An actual great card. Let's go.
Huge,
Pitch in the bag.
huge.
And it's balanced, and it's actually a better card on the draw.
I love the design of that card.
I love it to bits. Like, easily my favorite new card of the set.
Yeah, this one's really cool, and it's syncable. So a mini Creaky, right? As a lot of people said, and rightfully. And it makes your Calum be able to challenge a shifted Rhino, and among other things. It also this new meta is a lot about like stalling the board because none of us can really make profitable trade, and eventually somebody find like a breaker in the stalemate and they turn sideways, and you can punish them with this Lilo with your whole board. Maybe it has like the 1/2 Cusco's that draws a card, or the Diablo, and be able to do like a favorable trade and draw a card off of those. Or maybe you're playing the 1/4 royal, not the royal card, the palace card, that you can have like a 3/4 challenge that costs 1 and can trade up. So there's a bunch of good applications. And then the second part can also be quite relevant with the Stitch from last set, the 3/4.
Yeah, the Stitch from last set is really good. There's a few like people playing the John Silvers and stuff like that. Like
Yeah, the
There's
3
the
cost
Gaunt,
John
too.
Silver.
Like there's the also the Gaunt from like a few sets back that was like kind of a prison card. We don't have good songs right now.
yeah, we don't have good songs.
But
The
like
Mr.
that was an
Harrow
alien.
that comes on too.
Which one?
Mr. Harrow, it's 1
Yeah.
plus for 2 resist 1.
Yeah, you don't. I have that in my Ember Steel deck. I never pulled it off, but I'm like, why am I challenging with my 2 lore quester? But like, it's sometimes, right? It comes up. It
that
does
was
resist 1, right? So it becomes a kind of like a bad Callum.
Actually liked it in Blue Steel because of Bleakley. Bleakley is a really good card.
Yes.
Yeah.
Blakely is a brawler.
Yeah. 3/4 that
Like
with this
5/4 can attack ready characters is very good.
And then it ramps you.
No, it ramps you in when it enters.
Oh, it's when it enters. Sorry, I'm thinking of the wrong card. But also, that's kind of like the point you were talking about the Stitch from last set. Like, that's probably my favorite interaction. Like, we did a video like last week about like lists that, like early lists, and like every steel list I had were like 4 Lilo, 4 Stitches. Let's see where it goes.
Very mid-rangey.
Yeah.
The problem I have with that Stitch is like in an evasive meta, he's not like, looking too great.
long.
Maybe people won't play evasives.
We said the best card of the set is the Dumbo.
Dumbo, I know.
This
But
one
maybe
is
Allies is
filling
gonna
up
be the
too.
best deck after
Yeah.
all.
This is a good
Doubtful.
hit.
Yeah, like, go ahead, Pat.
Yeah, I was gonna say if people open booster this week and you pull this one up, maybe it looks bad at first glance, but after trying it, especially with support character, it can do some good stuff,
Yeah.
especially in the meta where we're lacking a lot of draws. Like this, as soon as it hits the board, it kind of needs to be handled, otherwise it can just start drawing 7, 8, 9 cards, and that can bring you back to the game, especially with steel where you have removal options, so you can remove stuff, draw, remove more stuff, and get back a game that was actually losing. And the fact that the ally character gets the attack as soon as it's on board is the static effect, meaning it has some value the turn is played. So it's a slow card, but still can do some cool stuff when you play it. So. And allies, there's a lot of good allies characters.
I was about to say, there's a lot of pretty good allies.
Yeah, like Plickley is an ally. He ramps from 3 to 5. So that is fun.
Yeah, that's a good one. But also, I think the biggest one is the 3-drop genie that can takes out the purple genie, right?
Yeah.
Like the 3/4 evasive on your turn, being able to take out the genie if you play this is very, very big.
And Lawrence is also pretty good because it draws 5 cards and it's a 4/4 for 3, which is also good. Yeah.
5 cards, discard 2, but yeah.
Yeah, but at least you can cycle the uninkable. Because sometimes you have too many scars, or if you play this with Duck, you have too many Ducks.
So that's what the issue that I have with it is that usually you run it with Duck, and that's kind of the last thing that you want to have in your deck when you're running Duck is a 5-cost uninkable.
Fair enough.
Yeah, at least still has a bunch of good cycling
Yes.
with Mulan and Namari and stuff. So
Samari, yeah.
imagine if you could give the ally trait to Namari. That would have been very nice. We're talking about disguise.
Draw my
Costume.
whole deck.
Yeah, exactly. And one very cool features of it, I don't know if a lot of people tried it out, but you can actually play this with the Megara. Like she costs 1 or 2, I think. Let me check. It's pretty good.
The purple one?
The green one.
The green one?
Oh, the one that gives one strength, I think.
Yeah, she costs 2. She's a 2/1, but she can give +2 attack to herself. So for 2, you can have a draw 5,
Huh.
which is kind
Oh,
of nice.
it's the one from set 1, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, they reprinted it.
That's
Yeah,
different
yeah,
than- yeah.
So at least there's some value there you can do. Because usually you don't want to, sacrifice a card that costs way too much because you're losing tempo.
No.
But this is probably the most card you can draw from a 2-drop because she buffed herself, so it comes to 4 with the boost of Scar. It's 5. Like outside of the support shenanigan thing.
I was about to say, without including stuff like the Alice growing girl that can
or teacher.
quest into quest into quest into quest into
Draw
well,
there's actually
draw
been-
12 cards.
Yeah, there's actually been a few decks popping off with the 3-cost Alice legendary. I also one card that pairs very nicely with it, and it's on curve actually, is the Tipo into the Ben. This is like a 4/3 quest for 2 support. So your Tipo becomes
5?
6 because of
6,
this
right,
giving
would
this
be.
+1/2. Yeah. So it's a draw 4, and you don't really mind sacrificing your Tipo.
Interesting.
No, there's going to be some fun things there. Also with Bagheera being an ally, so you can protect your board a little bit against challenges.
Makes your Bagheera more lethal.
Yeah.
I think we're under I don't know how you say it, but
Undervaluing?
the fact that it's uninkable is really big though.
Yeah.
I think so. So I think that's like the ceiling, well, not the ceiling, but the floor, more like is kind of low also on the not
Yeah,
this.
I think this card is gonna be banned in Infinity because you have more draw options and much stronger uninkable.
Yes.
But in right now in the rotation standard card constructed, it's pretty good because you don't have too many uninkables to fight.
That's how
with, and it's
starved
draw.
we are for.
Yeah.
So
So
exactly,
it's good, but it's
that's-
not gonna last
yeah.
for long unless they do something crazy with an ally that has like 10 strength or something. But
That's kind of what I was going for, is that I think right now is like okay because we don't have much more, but as future set comes out of like this uninkable 5-drop is gonna get really
Yeah.
yeah, every
Powered
uninkable
by
gets
others.
worse with time because it fights with other uninkables.
yeah. Jasmine.
Jasmine.
If
That
only
is
this
sweet.
was gave. Oh, it's not an ally. Never mind. I was like, maybe if it gave strength, that would be good with Scar. It's not an ally, so never mind.
It's a cool card. Like, I like
It's
I
pretty
really
fair.
love the art of it. Really full of movement. Gains evasive in your turn. You can challenge like really big things.
Easily one of like the biggest potential beaters.
If only we could draw cards.
Yeah, that's the issue with the card. It pairs nicely with the draw from Steel, where you want to empty your end before actually drawing, like the Desperate Plan and the Dock and stuff like that. But the payoff is not great. Like giving this challenger +3 is like what do you really want to be challenging for 6 in this environment? I'm not sure.
A shark.
And they both die.
But
Then
it's still
then
trade.
it's just a
I know.
2-for-1.
Yeah, maybe the genie, but if you can give +1 strength in another way than discarding, it's much better. And there's ways to do that. So yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah, you have the Jafar, the Yelena, and the
Skater
Mickey, and the Lilo.
Yeah, there's better ways to deal with that.
That's the thing, right? I'd rather just play the genie 3/4 evasive on your turn.
Oh, yeah.
For 3, right? It's much more on curve, right?
Much
The
more
better
cost efficient.
status.
That's for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
But you can play her on turn 4 with Aurora. Okay, anyway, you can go next.
We're actually done, or what? No.
We're actually done with the new
Oh
cards.
no, there's one card missing. Is the Little John?
Oh, right.
Yeah,
So that's
it's
the one that's
okay.
good.
It's not really good. It's actually pretty bad.
It's Emerald, is it?
No,
Oh, it's steel.
It's steel.
It's steel? Okay.
It's a low drop steel card.
Uninkable.
I can tell you what it does. It's
Yeah.
a 2/2 for 2 uninkable, and when it comes into play, you can either give Challenger +2 to a hero.
Resist +2.
What? Resist +2. Sorry.
Resist
Okay.
+2 to a
And
hero.
or you can deal 2 damage to a villain. Very random.
Wow.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
should have been
that-
Ally or Princess
that
to be
thing.
good.
Oh, yeah, that one. Okay.
It has options. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the options to go to the inkwell. That's the problem.
Yeah.
The best of the options.
Yeah.
So now we get into
The
epics and enchanteds, like the alternate arts, basically.
So we're reviewing art.
Well, more, I want to hear for the epics if there's anyone you guys are going to be looking for or chasing. What you think
Who's
about
gold?
the epic treatment in general?
You can get through them, and
Yeah.
I'll...
yeah.
Not
like,
this
thi-
one.
I mean, this
This-
one.
This
This
one is
one.
big.
Yeah, this one's good.
This one is big. I want Alexandru cosplaying that.
Yeah,
I'm really proud of that one. I'll just say that.
this one's
Take
good.
this
a
one's
bet with me. If I can do another top 8 in the DLC, I'll do it.
This one, the stitch is beautiful, but it's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ursula.
pretty bad.
Cusco is
This one
pretty
is
nice. I want
this
this
one
nice.
is great.
I
Yeah.
had
This
so
one
many
is
good
staple.
memories
That's what
with
we
that
want.
card.
We want staples like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eh,
This one might be
Art-
valuable because
art
it sells.
is never playable.
It's
Like it's
not-
super iconic to the game, but
yeah.
Meh.
The Goofy without locations. The
That one is
Pegasus
nice.
without shift line.
without
I think-
shift line that's going to have a much better art than the DLCs.
Yeah, I was gonna say
That's a
that
weird
the
one.
problem is the fact that it's in the DLC promo, which is looks better.
Yeah, it's really weird choice to be
'Cause
honest.
I would have liked
Uh,
that one without the DLC promo.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Yeah, I agree, and it's actually a good card. I think with
Yeah.
Dumbo, right?
Yeah.
Very good card with Dumbo.
stand out. Like, you don't like the card. I will want one of those because I like the art in full art like this.
Yeah.
It gives.
It really doesn't stand out for me. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh.
I don't think I'll have it. I don't think I'll get it for playability, but I really like the effect of the like borderless on this specific art. So I'll be happy if I put it.
Again, like I think they put all the cards from, or almost.
Most of the cards from the Goofy movie either have an enchanted or an epic.
Yeah.
This
The
one I like.
king that we said that is
Yeah.
not gonna be as good this format where everybody wants to go wide.
It's gonna be good as soon
Yeah.
as you have more removal for the little weenies before you play this. But now you don't.
Yeah.
That or it's like the backup for your not whole new world, sorry, Under the Sea that Powerline is singing, and then if there's something big left, you can pick it out with that. But that's like very magical Christmas land.
Yeah, I will say that the epic alleviates the art even more. I would
Yeah.
say like it
Yeah.
feels more grandiose.
We
You see more of the.
like the shadow of Scar really shows more
Yeah,
in that version.
Yeah,
and-
this is a good choice, I think.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Alice. It's okay.
Again, weird choice to have it as a promo and an epic.
Yeah.
Like, just give us more variety, I guess.
That's a good one.
Yeah, like it's not the most playable card, but I like that they did it because it's a card that I personally really like. So,
Yeah,
Queen.
Again, a weird choice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Very weird choice.
This one is good.
This already had a promo from like Set
Yeah.
2 League.
Okay, so I will say though, and that's not something that's going to be true when they made this decision for everyone, but locally, over half the stores didn't get their promos for Set 2, so I know a lot of people who don't have their Robin Hood promo.
Okay,
So-
because just me, like I generally keep one of like every promo, and this I have a playset. So
Yeah. But no, I still love, like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
I
when
love
this
Robin
was
Hood.
playable, like back in Set 3.
I mean, it's still the best.
Barely. I think it saw play like maybe 1 week and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe with red and you just like machine gun with it by ready, but yeah.
The Mickey Mouse standard bearer.
not a fan.
Which is a nice art, but
I wish it was the one drop Sticky Mickey.
Yeah, but they didn't reprint it. I was about to say the same thing. I was like, wait, he's Set 5. He's not being reprinted.
yeah, no,
Oh, right. Yeah.
no reason for that. I like this one.
Yeah.
I think now the card is kind of like borderline playable.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I
Yeah.
do think that
It is.
apart from card draw, and even there, with challenge being more important, there might be some value to the Red Queen that draws on challenge, but Red Steel with Maui Shark and One Last Hope was already something really fun to do with the Mushu and just like picking everything off. I don't think it's going to be a super good deck, but One Last Hope on a Shark is always fun to do.
And also,
Yeah,
like
it
most of the
works.
deck is already heroes
Yeah.
as well, so it's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, now we get
And
the
now
good
we get
stuff.
into the good stuff, yeah. So this one I need.
Like,
4.
let's enumerate the ones like we need, and it's gonna be far superior than.
Yeah. No, this one, like...
It's
we
good
said how-
and it's
Yeah.
and then for me it's not even one of the better ones. Like
It's not one
on
of the better
bottom
ones.
tier and it's still very high, right?
Yeah. It's not one of the better ones, but we're so starved for
Card draw.
any kind of card draw. And I've been playing for fun, like, a racer build in the past few weeks.
This is
And this is a really good draw engine in, like, Red and Ember Ruby racers. Like, yeah, you get that out, and every turn you pay 2, you draw a card. It's...
it goes well with the Perdita from last set.
Yep. The Beast.
I need this one. We never got the Sad Boy Beast, so at least I want this one.
It's cool that the box is really really small on that one.
Yeah.
The very like,
They reduced the
removed
text
the
of a lot of the rule text of a lot of the cards.
And like,
They removed the
little
lore of
possible.
that card. That's what makes the difference, and I think it was a good choice.
and I think like you mentioned it earlier, Sailor, but like the gold on the text, I haven't seen any of them right now. Like I'm gonna see them this week when we open the set, but like
Yeah.
the gold from what I've seen in pictures looks so nice.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, that's a hit.
Oh,
This one,
yeah, that's
this
such
one
a
is
good
very
one.
good. And I like the shortened text, like sing together without the explanation.
Yeah.
That makes it more clean.
Wait. That's the end of the movie.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's Simba and Nala.
Yeah, the
Circle of
normal
Life.
one is the beginning of the
Yeah,
movie,
yeah.
so it's the
And that's-
circle
yeah,
of life.
it's, I hadn't caught that as of now.
Oh, me neither. Oh, that's so
Because
cool.
I looked at Simba's face and I'm like, that's not Mufasa, that's Simba though. And then I looked and it's Nala and I was like, wait a minute.
It's very concept.
It's the
Yeah.
circle of life. You have the beginning and end that just loops.
the most pretty one of the whole set. Oh,
and a very playable one. Like that's the thing.
Oh,
More than
I mean,
playable.
like a meta defining card right
Yeah.
now. Like it's the new Rapunzel, right? Like it's like
the price
Yeah,
rolls
it's-
up on this like quite substantially. Like the
I
the
actually
regular-
like.
yeah.
I actually like the regular version better than this personally. I think the regular version was one of the best art in the game, so it's hard for me to top.
I really like this one. Like I like the regular art a whole lot. I really fought myself not to buy the playmat because I already had like the playmats from like the DLC.
More playmats.
I already have too many of them. But like this art is just super gorgeous.
It's-
The Honey Wizard, which when they revealed, everyone was like, "Oh my God, it's Honey Wizard!" And now everyone's forgotten about him. Basically, he's like one of the lowest rated.
I mentioned like $60
Oh, really?
enchanted that That's gonna be one of them probably.
It's so weird to have an empty box. Maybe they could have put lore in there, but it's
Although
only there for the 2 lore.
we like, I don't know if we've talked about it with you, but I've mentioned it in the past. The addition of the honey subtype makes me really hyped for more honey wizard lore in the future. So
Yeah, as long as they don't make synergy with Ani, because then there's 2 cards that don't have the same trait.
Yeah.
But,
I have a bunch of people that are like more collectors
Yeah.
that are really hyped about the honey, the Winnie
I
the
mean,
Pooh.
the
Like,
art is
great.
gorgeous.
yeah.
It's one of the defining arts of early Lorcana, and they've used it a lot, and with a great reason. Like that and the Accomplished Mystic, I feel, were some of the
Yeah.
best original design they've done in the game so far. So I can see why they're pushing it. Although I'll be fair, I think I would have been just as happy with an epic version of the original card as I would be with this version. Like, it's an okay art, but it's not my favorite version of the card. That
But
could
the
either
40
be
I think
original
in
or-
real, with
Oh.
the honey being gold and shiny, it will look incredible.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
very, yeah.
In person, it's probably going to be amazing. Oh, look, the most expensive card in the set.
Like I can't even say which one will be a chase because they all feel so chasey.
Yeah. But
I mean,
seeing how
this one-
Tamatoa was, like,
The second or third more expensive
ever.
like enchanted ever. So yeah,
What,
makes sense.
which was Cinderella more expensive?
I think it was
Elsa
like
was,
it was Elsa, Cinderella, and then
Tamatoa.
Tamatoa.
and Mufasa maybe not too far off either.
Mufasa was close
Double?
fourth.
I think 80s should be more expensive than this, probably.
Maybe like
Depends how much they're played. Like, we'll see.
both
Well,
will be played,
yeah.
and like it just really depends on which one gains more traction in archetypes that doesn't include the other.
I think this card fits in more decks than 80s, so
Yes,
it's probably
you're
going to be more
right.
valuable because of that. And also 80s is going to be cheaper as a legendary, so maybe that can bump the price of Dumbo.
I don't think the price of the legendary will coincide with the price of the enchanted. Like, enchanted have always been like their own kind of bubbles as
It,
price.
it asks for foils, though, right? Like, usually the foils Robin Hood, for example, was never really more expensive than the regular one because people would just
Take
take
the
the
enchanted.
enchanteds
Exactly.
instead. So even same thing for the Sisu Empowered Siblings, the foil
Okay.
were not that expensive. So maybe it puts well, I
foil
say
Dumbo.
that, but the foil Tamatoas were very expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need a middle step between the non-foil and the enchanted.
Like,
Very
again,
good card, very
it's a
cool.
really pretty card. It's not my favorite enchanted of the set, but it's gonna fetch,
Yeah.
like,
I don't think it's the best art, but it's the best cards.
yeah.
Yeah.
That one is good
Like,
too.
I like the genie more.
It's very pretty. Like
It's a pretty card.
I like how it's softly a callback to the genie on the job. Also, like it really looks
Yeah.
like the same pause. I want to say, and
Same color scheme, right? Like the emerald with the blue. I almost feel too close, in my opinion. When I first saw this, I was like, "Oh, they reprinted the set
You
one
have genie on the job.
genie on the job." I was like, "Oh no, this is the new genie." But I really like the card, so like I'd be thrilled.
It would be really funny if you had like little sword in the foil.
is it the two sword version or the
Yeah.
no sword version? All right. So nice.
This one I like less than the regular legendary.
Yeah, I like the purple.
I'll be
color
fair.
of the
I like the
regular
pose
one.
of the regular one better, but I like the
And it's-
treatment. Like, if you compare it to something like this, that is really like watercolor almost in its
Yeah.
feeling.
This pops.
This pops. Like, you're gonna play this, and people are gonna know it. It feels the
Gonna
card
stand out, right?
Hmm?
It's gonna stand out.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
regular one pops too.
above the crowd, some would say.
You will have to see it eye to eye.
Exactly.
Oh my god. We're done.
Let's shift this discussion to something else.
Okay, cool. But you're absolutely right. I do love the pose of the original art better, but it's still like I wouldn't be sad pulling that.
Is it your number
Oh
one
no,
hit?
for sure. No, it's good looking.
That's the one my son wants the most.
But I was
That's
considering
iconic
cute.
card.
dollars
Yeah.
enchanted again. I think this and the Honey Wizard will probably Honey Wizard has the potential to be maybe a bit more expensive. This is, I feel, probably the ones you want to pull the least. Question
Still
mark?
a Mickey.
It's a Mickey
And
Mouse.
it's the original one.
It's Steamboat.
Steamboat. The
Like-
one that's royalty free.
It's true. But not.
I don't know. I'm not too sure if collectors want this one really.
No, but yeah, I'll probably have to get one because my son wants one. But I'm happy that it's not going to be the most expensive.
Ooh, I like this
Very
one.
nice.
Very
This
playable.
one's
Very good.
so pretty.
Yep.
Love it.
And I think it's the card that represents the movie. The
I was
best
about to say, like,
among
this one
all the
feels
Ariels
like
that
the
we got.
movie.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
Even the shark behind
Flounder
her.
and the how's it
Like,
called, the
I-
item.
imagine this being Spectacular Singer in set 1 as an enchanted.
Yeah. Yeah, you were saying it's playable, Patrick. I'm not too high on it.
And I
but
think it's very
fun.
playable in red. Still, you can have shift line, and you can also give evasive to Calhoun and stuff like that.
Yes,
So.
the shift line. Yeah, you're right.
Don't
the
tell
shift
me I
line is
can
incredible.
shift my other enchanted onto this one.
Yeah, that's a very
Yes,
expensive
hide your
pile.
enchant.
How to flex your wallet.
And
Powerline,
Powerline.
obviously.
I guess the lighting is gonna
Again,
be nice.
I'm gonna buy 4 starter decks on their release to have the 4 foils, and I'm probably gonna be happier with the 4 foils from the starter decks than having an enchanted.
This is probably the one that, like, most dramatically looks not better than
Yeah.
its original one. Like,
And to be fair, when they did the reveal, right, you had the whole spiel about Nick Cole, how he pushed for Powerline in the start, and how he worked really hard on the design. And the original art is Nicolas Cole's art. This one isn't. And I kind of feel like it shows that Nicolas Cole had the idea that he had in mind for the shift Powerline, and that this Max Olikny? Max took Nicolas' design and redid something pretty nice with it, don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah, it's very good looking.
But it doesn't feel as tied together and nice as the one in the original card.
It just doesn't feel like Powerline is playing anything, right? The hand in the air. Like on the
Yeah.
original one, is has the hand on the keyboard, the keytar. So yeah, it looks more into the action. This looks more like the finale. It's just done, and he was waiting for applause.
I like the lightings. I like
Yeah,
the
this should look
lightings.
good
Oh,
with
yeah.
foil.
the background
Yeah,
is
The
the
background's gonna pop as heck on that card.
Yeah, it will look good. This one's actually so cool.
Yeah.
It's very beautiful. Like, as much as we were not that excited by the card, like, that art
The enchanted
is just like so much nicer. Like, it's so close to it, but it's so much nicer too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
yeah, the
it's
explosion and the gold. Yeah, it's very good.
and you see
it's
the three
pulling you
characters
into
much
the
better.
action too, really well designed. Let's move on.
It's really pretty. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's a really pretty card. Fans of
Yeah,
Mulan
well-
will like pulling it off.
Yep.
I know people chasing that card.
The art
Same
is
thing
very
really?
different.
Okay.
Cruella.
Yeah.
Like, I like how immersive the art is on this one. Like, the big mirror. Like, you feel like you're looking over her shoulder. Really.
As
There's a
someone
lot
who
of
used to
details.
do a lot of photography, this is a shot I really liked doing when you're doing a portrait of someone and you want it to feel intimate, you want it to feel in their bubble. You would usually do a shot like this through a mirror when they're getting ready, when they're getting prepped. So the setting of the art for this one is just amazing. I really like how they went with it.
and
Yeah,
it does have a name. Like the early arts didn't have the name showing, and people were like, "It's a universal shift line. It's a new morph."
Yeah.
But no, like at the end of the day, it's still Cruella, and it feels like a different angle of the same art we had in the original one, which is a bit different from what we're used to. But I mean, it's okay.
Now that's a nice one. I see Sailor wanting some of those, right?
I mean, they kind of got me with the banning of Hiram, and like my Tamatoas went like to the tank, and I was like, oh man, I invested so much money into those enchanteds, so I'm kind of down on the idea of buying very expensive enchanteds in case they ever. But like this being played in Infinity, this being played in maybe the best deck in the format right now, it makes for an incredibly like highly chased card. Like I think I wouldn't be surprised if it'd be the most expensive one. Maybe but
the only part I'm sad about is the hair. Like on the original, it's much higher and it looks more menace. But like with this, it looks almost friendly. Like obviously he has a very scary smile.
Hair
and yellow
low,
eyes,
it's usually when he's feeling pretty cool.
Yeah. I want him very angry with the big fire on his head.
Yeah.
Still a very good.
Ah, yes. Ah, yes. So beautiful.
Kuya Jaipi,
super playable.
one of the artists that I really like in Disney Lorcana did the Hook and Pan in set 3 Enchanteds.
Oh, the matching arts.
The matching arts on the boat. And is an adorable pair. Like they're representing themselves as a pair in everything they do, and it's like it's adorable. Love
and the
art.
Stitch is creepy.
Yeah, I'm very happy they kept the Stitch in the background. I just don't like the water. It looks hot to me, but the rest is pretty good.
It looks alien.
It looks icy.
Yeah. Like there's fire in the background and kind of icy water in the front.
And I feel like that smoke will pop also, like those really like smoky colors.
Golden smoke.
With the gold foil. Yeah, no, it's gonna be nice. And yeah, that's Car.
It's
and Mufasa.
Like
he's storyboard, so that's not Mufasa. That's the one he's talking to before that when he's plotting.
Later in the movie, I think we have Mufasa, but yeah, we'll see. It's fun too.
I don't know if it's Mufasa's skull that's like in his throne room. I don't remember, to be quite honest. But yes, this is like early movie. Like this art is just like superb. The background feels very colorful also for a steel card. Like all steel cards may tend to be like quite dark and whatnot. This feels colorful and like vibrant.
And speaking of vibrant cards, the Jasmine that she's great. She pops. She looks like an Olympic athlete. I don't really want to pull her.
Yeah, like the gold will really do this.
Oh no, like it's gonna be a gorgeous card, but of all the cards we've seen, I think it's one of the ones.
Yeah, there's so many good ones.
Exactly, like there's so many amazing ones that pulling this one, I'd probably be like, "Hey, cool, it's an enchanted." Oh, it's Jasmine.
And more playable ones.
Yeah, good trade fodder for another one.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then you get the.
And then we get the
big boy and girl.
Both Minnie and Mickey, which we've seen quite a lot already. We have someone in the province who's pulled the Mickey Mouse iconic 4-store. Really jealous.
I'm
that's incredible.
I'm really quite curious, like what the pull rate will be on this. Like I'm curious to see like if we're gonna get any of them, because I know how many boxes we're opening. Like it's a good amount. And it's still a gamble, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And you really want the Mickey more than the Minnie. but they're both.
Yeah, the
pretty nice.
Mickey actually looks way better, but yeah, you're gonna be happy never. Like,
Obviously.
anyway,
If you pull a mini iconic, I don't think anyone's crying. Like,
no, for
Can't
sure
wait to
not.
see the sale price in the first week. I think it's gonna be pretty high.
I mean,
The
there's one on
quality of
sale right
those
now on
cards
pre-sale on
very
eBay.
important.
Yeah,
They're-
but it's on pre-sale. It's not sold yet, right?
No, I know it's not sold yet.
Yeah.
At like 4K Canadian dollars.
For 4K Canadian, yeah, 2.8 US.
The only thing sad about the iconic, I feel like, is if you want one, you want both, right? You always want the connecting art.
You probably do, yeah.
Do they connect art? I haven't checked.
Do you think people will pull them and ask if it's a misprint?
I don't think so.
No, no, not this one. It was too well. But there is something. There's card number 0.
Yeah, we're already seeing it popping up slowly online. The card we don't talk about, 0 out of 209. I really love the play that they did with that, like not spoiling it to anyone, not revealing it, letting it just
Creep
be there.
like,
Creep it, yeah. Little surprise of we don't talk about Bruno.
And it's gonna
But-
mess with people's collection because you have a purple card in the front instead of amber, like the Stitch.
Ah,
We
Like
already
the
have a
Stitch.
66 in green.
yeah.
Yeah, well, like Crimea River. Like how I organized it, I just put my amber cards in the front, Stitch is the first card in the Emerald section, and just
Yeah.
go naturally from there.
Yeah, I know. It's
And
easy
if you're
to-
in the binder, well, you put Stitch in the middle of your amber spots, and that's fine. Like, depending if you're a player or a collector.
Yep.
But now that we've done, like, we're not going to keep you up too long more, but now that we've gone through the cards, without spoiling, like, what you guys are digging aggressively into, because tournaments are coming and new competitive season and everything, but what are the archetypes you guys are seeing emerging in your practice for the early set 9 meta? Like, I know a lot of people are talking about Blurple, about
Ember
Ember
Steel.
Steel aggressive, but
There's
what's
also
the
purple
feel
in
on the
there.
ground?
Purple Steel is also one of the top
Yep.
3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the big three. So you either play these and very like master your mirror match and stuff, or you play something that can beat them and break the meta. But I haven't seen it yet. Still
Yeah.
working on it.
Yeah, it's just that like we're all trying to work on it, and Blurple is in the same position as Ruby Sapphire was last set, where
Yeah.
everything that tries to go just a little bit over the 2 aggro decks, which Purple Steel and Ember Steel are, it just beats on all of them because
Okay.
it just goes bigger. And so you either try to go under Blurple, and then it become pretty close with the other aggro decks. That's like basically what Purple Steel and Amber Steel are trying to do with the 2 best cards in the game right now. Well, 2 of the 3 best cards, which are Strength and Dock. Or you're trying to beat those 2 aggro decks by going bigger, but then you lose to Blurple. So, and it's not like Blurple doesn't have a fighting chance against those aggro decks either. Specifically with the addition of some of the 1-drops, and they have a lot of option on good 4-drops as
Yeah.
well, so they can really build their decks for a more aggressive oriented metagame. I would say I quite like Emerald Sapphire as well as like another control deck, but it's not nearly as consistent as the other 3.
And like my question to you guys is like, how open do you feel the field is? Like, it's still so early. Like, the set hasn't dropped off officially yet. We have some known values, like we said, but do you feel like there's much space to be cracking this meta?
I
What do
was
you think, Pat?
Yeah, I was doing a tier list and I had those 3 as tier S and I had 3 in tier A. So I think with more tuning, maybe one of those tier A deck could just go higher, but it's quite hard. Like, the pool of cards, it's smaller, so there's not as much stuff to test. Like, obviously if we had like all the cards and we had 8 set to work with, that would be good, but now it's just 5 to 9, and 9 only has 33 new cards and few reprints. So yeah, it's not gonna take as long to test all the possibilities, but I still believe one of those tier A deck could make it with more tuning.
Yeah.
And as far as the big question that is roaming around right now, what do you think is the best Amethyst 1 drop right now? Between Rafiki, is it Royal Guard, Palace Guard, the Octopus?
Well, Palace Guard's also a very good one.
Yeah. Because I know, like, the big debate right
Depends
now
on your deck.
Blurple seems to be like, oh, which 1 drop are people running?
That depends on your deck. If you are proactive, the 1/4 is better. If you are more on the reactive side, Rafiki and Royal Guard are pretty similar. If you have lots of card draw, the Royal Guard just gets a notch more like a higher ceiling. Like if you play Finders Keepers, right, he can get to 5, which is obviously better than 3.
Yeah.
But the Rafiki is more of like a higher floor. So both are very, very reasonable to be playing. I think the worst one is Diablo for like.
For Blurple, I don't think you need it for card draw.
Well, the thing is that the Diablo was always good versus the blue decks to go under them and just being like an annoying spell book, as we say in the in the community. But now everybody's playing to the board, right? So like it quests once and it gets banished, and if it's a Kaloon, you don't even want to quest because you get
because they get too low.
So it's actually not that great, but I really like the 1/4 Palace Guard because it can quest quite a bit, and then as we were saying in the Steel, you can buff it with Lilo, and you can maybe play like illusions matter things as well, right? And it costs it's costing you not that much to be doing that.
Are you saying we might be able to play our Jafars from set championship?
No. High cost uninkable cards.
The fact that that card is uninkable is probably its downfall, to be honest. Because I tried, like, for the latest set championships that we had, I wanted to do like a Jafar deck for the Jafar set champ and try to do something with it.
Yeah, Jafar Wheel, right?
Well, I fell back on Jafar Wheel at some point because I couldn't make
You couldn't make it
the
happen.
actual Jafar work because he's uninkable, and it felt so bad.
Also, playing high cost uninkable has like a huge risk associated with it, and his ability is about like getting free ink out of playing a big one. And if you don't run big one in your deck, then you're just cheating small characters in play, and it's obviously not that great.
It doesn't feel that great, and you has to quest to do something. Like a lot of it felt wrong, to be honest.
One of the best cards of the format is Duck, and 5 cost uninkable doesn't go well with Duck.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the biggest issue that I had with Scar, and it's even worse with Jafar because at least Scar does some things on play.
Yeah, and Scar does draw, so maybe you can play it without the Duck, but wouldn't.
Yeah, you could potentially.
Yeah, talking about Jafar, I'm very sad they didn't reprint the Striking Illusionist, because without a whole new world, I think the card would be perfectly fair, but it's gone.
I mean, the card was already perfectly fair. It apart
it
from
can
Zod
come out
winning
with
a few
bursts.
things with it.
Quite disgusting, but yeah. I think in this meta, with whole new world and Jafar Striking Illusionist, would be very strong and maybe too strong. Because you only have strength to prevent one Jafar, and you can play one each turn on turn 3, turn 2, and potentially turn 4, so you cannot remove all shift target, so it's impossible to prevent it.
That kind of brings me to another question and that's just extrapolating, and it's really far away because we're already talking about set number 10, 11, and 12. Do you think we'll see better songs, better card draw, better control tools coming back from gradually into the meta?
For sure, 100%.
Yeah, new songs or some reprints could also happen.
Because that's what they told on the main stage, right? That they wanted a very character-centric format for set 9.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's how they tested it. And don't be too scared of no, be prepared and whatnot. And anyway, we all realized that whatever, be prepared was for the mid-range decks, not for the aggro decks.
Yeah, but I
So-
think it makes sense from a marketing perspective. Like Fable is the best set to come into Lorcana, and having a game that plays only on the board and you don't get punished to go over wide, it's easier to learn and play. And then as the new players learn that kind of mechanic of trades and challenging, then you introduce a board wipe and they know they need to not overextend. So it's a way to increase the skills needed with the game.
Accessibility.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do remember.
it will teach players a lot about the fundamentals of trading card games.
Which is good because I remember like in set 1 people crying a lot about be prepared.
Yeah, it seems
Right.
to be OP for a lot of new players to the card game because they always overextend and lose on the spot. So
Well, you want to play your characters. That's what the game's about.
yeah, so I think that's why there's no like good board wipe. They want to have a good experience for new players because set 9 is a very good set to come into the game. Like if you don't have any cards, you open packs and every cards are very good. That's a good set for them.
There's not a ton of dud, that's for sure. Even in, like on the legendary sides, there's a few that you're not going to be happy to be opening, especially if like you already have your collection of older legendaries.
Oh yeah, for us, for
Yeah,
sure.
but for
Like,
new
for us, for
players,
sure,
it's
but
newer
pretty
players.
For newer players,
80s,
almost
Stitch.
every legendary is a hit.
good. Yeah. You don't
Like,
have
even
a
the
Gen
weaker
2.
ones, like,
they won't leave the Gen 2 issue.
Yeah, we don't
Opening
have the Gen 2 issue.
legendary issue.
And
I mean,
even-
there's like recently we had a lot of bad ones, right?
Yeah.
Like the green Lady Tremaine recently, the green Hercules, the Ruby
don't remind me of the green
80s.
Hercules, please.
Like these cards were awful.
I opened like on a case. I think I opened the playset of M+1 foil and a few Hades that were just as bad in that set.
Your bucks was so bad if like 2 of your not enchanted, your legendary spots were
Yeah.
Hercules,
Hercules
and
and Hades, like it was. I felt so bad.
Yeah, and now you open the Fabled
remember
pack
you
and the
telling me
worst
how mad you
legendaries
were. Oh,
are
I was
the new
pissed.
one.
Which one, Pat?
The worst legendaries of Fable are not the reprints, are some of the new ones. So like and they're not too bad. So I think it's
Not
a
so
very
bad.
They're
good
not
set.
that bad, yeah, right?
It's a very
yeah,
good
I
set to
agree.
open legendaries.
Like they're not
Yes.
all playable right
They're not
now. Like
Gen 2
you may
level.
look at them and be like, okay, they don't have a space today,
Uh,
but none of them.
A lot of
feel
cards are
terrible.
missing just a few songs for them to be good enough, and I think they're just gonna sprinkle them towards the whole year. And now that they've settled about rotation, we should see sets like boosting in power from every set
Yep.
to another. I feel like they're set up to do it, right? Like and I think what we saw with Ring of Jafar being a very low powered set is not gonna happen again, right? Like they really need the last set to be like the
Yeah, that's the
top
banger set.
power. Yeah.
Because you cannot play it as long as the first
yeah,
set.
you have to sell the
Yeah.
short-lived set, right?
Yes, exactly, right? Like
and it has to
Ring
impact
of
the meta,
Jafar
too.
metagame was a bit of a letdown too because we're excited for rotation, and in the meantime, we have this meta that is almost the same as the
Exactly.
one before the set.
We
so
pretty much did 6
you really need
months
to
of the same
print.
meta.
Yeah, they really need to print the fourth one as like a very high-powered one.
And it's going to be the one for Worlds most of the times, or at least
That too.
leading to Worlds.
It was a bit underwhelming to build our decks and put no new cards in them at all. And I'm like, well, so long for this new set.
You put 4 of the Rhino. It was Rhino everywhere all the time.
Yeah.
Except
and
DKP.
Namari.
Like DKP had literal 0 cards from set 9 in the 3 decks.
Set
8,
eight.
right? Set 8. He also
I
had
had
0
I
cards
had
from
a
set 9.
I had a few myself. I had Chip. I had Beyond the Horizon. Not much more.
That's some slim pickings.
Ed was
Lady.
running
I had
the
Oh,
line.
right, Lady.
Yeah, yeah, Lady. Lady's probably the best one. Either way, when you open Lady in the new format, you're like, I'm jamming. You're like, I'm doing very powerful stuff. But every time you don't, you're like, oh, that's great.
I mean, I'm stuck up on ladies. I think I have like 12.
Oh, well, that's a good card to be keeping because
Yeah, I mean,
it's a very good one.
we do have 3 players in the house, so
Right. Everybody wants to play their ladies.
Like-
That makes sense.
With dogs, yeah.
Lady Doc, Lady Calhoun, Lady Penny, everything's good.
The girlfriend's already like claimed Ember Steel aggro for like as the deck she's probably going to be grinding. So that's one set of ladies gone.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the best deck on the play for sure, and it's still pretty good on the draw, but it's not as good as the other two in my opinion.
Yeah. But
On the draw.
as you know, as someone who's not putting the same time and effort commitment, she has other hobbies that she prioritizes, which
that's
is
perfect. I will say it's much harder to play than the previous aggro decks.
Oh yeah, I mean that was one of the things with
you cannot quest into much because people are playing to the board,
Yeah.
right? Because you cannot lose the board, so you need to decide when to quest, and that will be quite difficult.
It's a much more like even last set it was beginning to go a little bit that way where you had to think a little bit more about your aggro plays, and it's a more interesting kind of aggro than just Ember Amethyst, play your hand, quest, and hope for the best.
That was a bit dumb. Yeah, for sure.
we had a guy at one of the set champs that he's also a dad. He was there for his daughter. That day I had brought like Ember Sapphire with the Thunderbolts and everything. I was like, I'm not playing to win. I'm just playing because my son wants to play, and I have to be there. I'm playing something brain dead, and he looks at me and he's like, I'm playing Ember Amethyst with 31 Uninkables in the deck. And he did top 8.
Everything 3 costs or less, just like DKP's list at World. Like,
oh yeah, it was basically that. Like it was just ultra aggressive stuff. Play it all, try to draw a few cards along the way, and hope for the best. And he managed to like sneak his way into top 8 through winning the dice roll and just bullying people.
Yep.
Do be like that.
Yeah, it was a good story. Like.
Yep.
Alright, anyways, thank you guys for joining us once again for this set release. It's not as big as some of the others we've had, obviously, but always fun to have you here. Well, Pat, I'm seeing you tomorrow, but DeVoTeD will see you in person in Milwaukee a few months from now. Really can't wait to be there live with you guys, competing on the big stage. And to you at home, thank you for watching this episode. Hopefully you have an idea of whether you're going to be grabbing boxes or singles when the release come, or both. I know I'm doing a bit of both.
Yeah, a mix of both, yeah.
And depending on the price of singles, it might be a lot more boxes than I was expecting at first. Because if those Dumbos are $120 each, it might be worth buying boxes to try to chase them. But until set release, where we're going to be doing that, we're going to wish you a good day, a good week. We're going to be back on Monday, Drew, for our first play of set 9.
Yep.
And as a special surprise, we're going to be live both on YouTube and on Twitch starting with set 9. So stay with us. You're going to be able to follow us there. But until then, keep questing.
Bye.